What's up, ecosystem? It's Tuesday night. Listen, all things must pass, all chapters come to an end, and change is good. So, join me tonight on Tuesday Nights Live. I'm Jay, your host. Welcome back to the show. Hey, welcome back again to Tuesday Nights Live. I'm Jay. I'm your host here on Auto Transport Intel. So I got earbuds in tonight. So I'm trying something new. You know, I've been working with audio for a while on this show, trying to make it better, because I know, like, I listen to the shows back and I'm like, man, I just wish that audio was a little better. So I'm working on that. I'm trying something new. All right, cool. I got a text from myself. Excellent. I send myself voicemails and not voicemails, emails and texts. Oh, and we got magic links. Cool. So, listen, welcome back to the show. This is Tuesday Nights Live, and I want to welcome you back in. Listen, if this is your first time here, let me give you the rundown, and I welcome you to the show. I'm glad you're here. So what I did is I ran the car hauler for the Welcome Back to Tuesday Nights Live at 8 o'clock Central Time on every Tuesday night. This is show number 60 in a row. I think it's 60. I hope I'm right on the count. So after that, now I go into the live chat. I got a screen over here where I say hello to the live chat. Looking at my webcam over here. I got my laptop here, so this is my setup. You know, I got stuff behind me, and I want you to join the live chat. I want you to say hello, and, you know, let me know you're here. And really, what's amazing is every week new folks are coming in saying hello. And there might be some difficult questions. I don't know. I never know what's going to happen because this is live. So maybe you'll be the one with the difficult question. I don't know. And after we do that, maybe about 10 minutes into the show, we're going to go into industry news. You know that I love memes and photos and emails and information, bad rates, brokers that are difficult, whatever it is. And I try to keep names out. I try to keep cussing down. I want the YouTube monetization and advertising friendly and all that good stuff. But this show is real. I mean, we're here, we're live, and I mean, you know, we're going to keep it that way. So, also, I'm going to do some consultations and merch. I got a t-shirt, I got a mug, and a couple offers there. And then we're going to go into, after we get through that, about 45 minutes in the show, we're going to get to Dave at Clarksville Trucking. You know, Dave is a friend of mine, and Dave is also a client. And I always think of Men's Warehouse commercials anytime I talk, anything like that. So, but it's true. So Dave's going to be on the show, and then we're going to have a couple more guests after that. We may not do a 3-hour show tonight. Actually, several of the guests that I wanted to have on the show tonight, it's just too close to Thanksgiving, and so we're going to push that into December, and that's great. That's great. There's a lot of great guests coming up, so I'm really excited about that. Also, if you say hello in the live chat, I'm going to try to say hello back to you. That's why I'm buying a little bit of time. But as the show goes on, if I miss your live chat, I apologize. Chat it again. Email me, whatever it is. I do want to talk to you, and, you know, I'm here to help. So, all right, so let's go back into the show. All right, so this is my main screen here. By the way, I like to choose an image in the background, and the image tonight, this is, I'm not sure who posted this. I found this on Facebook, and I was in a bit of a hurry, so I didn't catch who posted that, but that's pretty cool. I like how you got a line of traffic and a line of car haulers, and So I like, photos of car haulers. So listen, if you're a car hauler, you want to share a photo on my show, send it to me. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Also, if you so choose to hit the like button now, that's pretty cool. It helps me in the YouTube rankings, Google rankings. And as you know, if you go to YouTube and you type in car hauling, it's pretty hard not to find one of my videos. And we're going to keep it that way. We've started a movement, and you have helped me. I've been doing this show live for a year now, every Tuesday night. There isn't really a competitor. I think that's going to change. I've seen, I keep an eye out, and I see some rumblings of competition out there with news and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. And that's okay. Competition is a good thing. So let's get the competition going. All right, let's say hello in the live chat. See what we got here. Big Sammy was ready 30 minutes ago, and that's excellent. You've got great patience, constitution, and stamina, so well done, Big Sammy. Thank you for that, and welcome to the show. I appreciate you tuning in. Dispatch Monkey is a friend of the show. He was also early, so thank you, Muzi, for being early, being on time, and taking a seat. And anytime telling VT, I'm here until a call comes in. The roads are slick. All right, well, listen, that is, I believe that is Matthew up in Vermont at Anytime Towing, and Matthew is a coaching student of CTS Business Coaching right now, and so we're going to be talking a lot about that, actually, because actually I literally, just about 25-30 minutes ago, I got an email from someone who's not happy with what's happening in the coaching, and you know what? Didn't hear anything. Didn't no email, no phone call, and it's suddenly just, mad. And you know what? We do know that transportation is tough. There's a lot of disappointment. Let me tell you, I've been through 6 years of disappointment in dispatch. So communication is key. And look, I just talked about it. You're going to see it on the Facebook page. I don't know what to do about it. Want to help? Want to see if we can find out what happened? And these things happen, so we're live, man. This is real. Dave Williams is here. Hello, what's up, Dave? Welcome back to the show. Looking forward to talking to you more. And lots to talk about, lots of change, because change is good. Although some change can feel bad, but ultimately it's good. So Mike Niekoff is here. What's up, Mike? East-West Dispatch Express. East-West Express Hauling Dispatch. In fact, Mike, you know what's cool? We're going to be talking to Mike Miller. I got a phone call with Mike Miller. He is super pleased with your East-West Express hauling dispatch service, and so I'm going to have him on the phone. Surprise! Okay, so Todd Moody is with us. Hello, Todd. Welcome to the show. Saw your name recently, and looking forward to hearing more feedback from you, Todd, so thanks for joining the show. David, so this is where we learn how to make a small fortune hauling cars. Yeah, start with a large one. You know what, David? That is what Don says. And, yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough nut to crack. But you know what? If you don't have any business strategy, we're pretty sure that's going to happen. With business strategy, it's still a big gamble. This is a very, I got somebody sent me an Instagram a couple weeks ago saying, oh, what are you talking about? Car hauling is easy. I'm like, really? Really? Okay, man, you should take that to Facebook. Definitely fly that up the flagpole. Super Duty for me. Well, let's go. All right, Super Duty. Welcome to the show, by the way. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's see, how else are we doing? Mike Niekoff, acquired myself a good headset to concentrate better on the show. Cool. All right, cool. I got my earbuds, and you got your headset, so let's do something. Ernest Martin is back. Ernest is part of our core. We see Ernest all the time. I appreciate you coming and saying hello. Thank you, Ernest. Live and global wide. Oh, yeah, best in the universe. And Trucking Answers, let the vaping begin. All right, so that's you, Mark. You got to start vaping. I quit cigarettes a long time ago, so I can't vape. If I've done chew and dip and cigarettes. I smoke cigars, so that's as far as I go. If they do like e-cigars, I think they actually do e-cigars, but I like good old-fashioned Rocky Patel. I like analog tobacco. Hey, what's up, M. Fields? It's Marcus from Exclusive Luxury Transport in Las Vegas. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everyone on the show. Thank you. Marcus, I love the way you join the live chat. Tell us who you are. Remind us again. You help me. I really appreciate that. I was talking to Justin Kleber earlier, and, you know, he was saying how, like, you know, after you talk to so many people, you forget who you're talking to, and then the name comes up that you should know, and, you know, and then you go down the tubes. So I appreciate that, and thanks for joining the show. Dave Williams, the lowdown to the hoedown. Bad Apple says, what's up, Jay? Bad Apple's cool, man. Welcome to the show. First time, haven't seen you in here. If you got an announcement or a question, let us know. It's always, you know, whenever we see somebody, a first time caller, long time listener, always curious, you know, what it is that, you know, if there's something we can help you with. If you're just looking for straight up entertainment, something crazy, maybe you're hoping a light falls and, you know, a fire erupts and a turkey goes running, it could happen. This is live. You look great, I guarantee it. Men's Warehouse. Awesome, dude. Yes, anytime towing. Matthew says yes. All right, Dispatch Monkey. What's up, Jay? Good things coming in December finally. Awesome. Awesome. I know Moosey's looking forward to joining the show at some point with some more information. And that goes for anybody. If you're watching and you've got a business, a service, a technology, you're working on a new trailer, you've got a new idea, you're a car puller, you know, whatever it is, send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. And we'll schedule you, get you on the show, get you an interview, and then, you know, maybe we start up a referral program. So, really, I'm building the network, and I gotta say, I've had some awesome phone calls again this week. Keeps happening every week, a couple phone calls, stuff that I didn't see coming. Really interesting stuff happening, so you should join the network. I encourage that. Irvine Transport says, hey, what's up, Irvine Transport? Welcome back to the show. Part of the core, that is for sure. I know, isn't that cool, Mike? Mike Miller, yeah, out of Texas. I think he's out of Texas. Surge the Car Hauler, gluten-free pineapple pizza to Pilot in Fort Myers, Florida. Man, I got a meme coming up that's for you. So, well, not exactly, but yeah, I mean, there's a Florida GIF or something. So thanks for joining the show, Surge. In fact, I queued up one of your videos because we've got news. Surge has news that in what's going to happen in January, we're going to do an event up in Massachusetts. And we're still putting it together, what we just talked. It was just the other day. We're going to put this together. I'm going to go up to Massachusetts, and we're going to do a live show from Massachusetts. And I'll tell you what, that's one thing I'm looking forward to next year. More live shows at various locations. I don't even know all the shows that are going to come up, but I know of a few already, so it's really cool. Miguel Valle, what's up? Hey, what's up, Miguel? Thanks for joining the show. And Light Bright, hey, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Hey, what's up, Light Bright? Thanks for joining the show. I appreciate you saying hello, tuning in. Welcome to the show. And, you know, hopefully you like what's happening here. And listen, change is good. Maybe you don't like what's happening here. Hey, what are you doing here? Well, all right, let's turn that into good change instead of leaving it as bad change. So, you know, I came up with this idea earlier. I'm like, what am I going to do with the show? What am I going to call the show? And I realized that I'm going through a lot of change right now. Although I welcome change. You know, I talk like that. And I say these things. I say to Kimberly that different chapters come to an end. You know, but there's another chapter, okay? There's another chapter. You just turn the page. And it makes me think of that, who's that singer? Oh, come on, somebody, you know, turn the page, you know, like that kind of thing, right? So, turning pages is good. All right, so we did that. We did the welcome. Let's do some industry news. It's 8:15, and this is going to be a long industry news, by the way. So, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, what I do isn't easy. What I do isn't safe. It's me. It's the way I am. I'll work my hardest through the blood, sweat, and tears. I will not quit, even when the world tells me to stop. It's my calling, my way of life. I'm a trucker till I die. Which could happen. Which could actually happen. Which is why we want those rates to go up. All right? Okay. It's tough business. My teacher told me nobody would ever pay me to look out a window. He was wrong. It's funny. It's funny because you can imagine that kid in the classroom and the teacher's like, no one's going to pay you to stare out the window, young mister. You know, like the Twisted Sister video. Man, I love that video. Bob Seger. Thank you, Todd. That's it. Bob Seger. Man, Bob Seger throws it down, yo. Hello, Jay and everyone. Hello, and happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I want to say that too. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I was going to give the show like a religious theme, but you know what? I think for me and my story, I'm gonna talk about change. You know, my story is about change, man. In fact, one of my favorite Jim Morrison songs was The Changeling. All right, you got to see me change. So tell me again how stressful your day was. That's tight. I'm not even sure what is the point at that point. You got to get more off the wall? Really? Okay. Today is National Hate Florida Day. Actually, I think that was... Oh, that was in December. Really? That's that... Oh my gosh. How old is your news, man? Dude. And then you get the annual meeting of the Summer Tires Club. So really, the Florida GIF was a setup for this joke, you know? Sometimes the setup is not that awesome, but it's that, you know, it's the spike that really brings it home. Or not. Welcome to Whose Lane Is It Anyway? The winter game show where lanes are made up and the plows don't bother. Yeah, you know that game. That game, I don't like that game. Frankly, I drive a sedan. I don't like that game. I don't want to get caught on like those hunks of ice. You know? Alright, what else we got here? Okay, oh, and here's an icy... I think this is a setup. I think the spike is coming. I sense a spike. Icy roads. You guys saw that. This was happening last week, by the way. So, I think that, yeah. This was pulled, let's see, my last show was last Tuesday, so this might have been from last Wednesday... Last Thursday, man, the roads, there was a lot of bad news. I think it was last Wednesday, man. What road news was bad, dude. Yeah, I believe you're right. Looks like a clutter. You know what? Oh, here we go. Here's the spike. This is actual advice the news is giving to Southerners for driving in the snow, which looks real. It's on the screen. If it's on the TV screen, it must be real. Twitter advice from Chad's U42. If you rarely drive on snow, just pretend you're taking your grandma to church. There's a platter of biscuits and 2 gallons of sweet tea in glass jars in the back seat. She's wearing a new dress and holding a crock pot full of gravy. That's pretty specific. I suppose somebody actually... I mean, this is... Mount Holly, that's in the south, right? Where is that? Is it Georgia? That ain't Georgia. Come on, where are you from? Dispatch be like, you're still going to deliver, right? Yeah, that sums up dispatch. Because dispatch doesn't know. Calling for a load out of Cincinnati. You guys saw this on Facebook. False. It's coming out of Hebron, Kentucky. Which actually, when you Google that, Hebron, Kentucky's not that far from Cincinnati. So it should be false. It's coming out of Lexington, Kentucky. Now that's like what? That's a good 100 miles. You know, actual pickup, actual delivery. You know, thanks for calling the VIP department. No, you can't have more chicken nuggets. All right. I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's keep going here. By the way, please do me a favor and let me know if there's any audio or video issues. That helps. I am restreaming with Restream.io. So I'm pulling off of from here, pushing to Restream, and Restream shoots it to Twitch and YouTube, and I'm doing that to test because I'm going to start doing Facebook simultaneously also. It's a beautiful day. I think I'll skip my meds and dispatch some trucks. I'm telling you. That's what a dispatch office can feel like. And what's that movie? Somebody named that movie. I can't remember the movie. Yeah, I saw that one. How about the look on that guy's face? Yeah, that's Jack Nicholson from... Oh, it's a retirement movie. Strange movie. You seen that? All good. Okay, my dispatcher's face when I turn in my logs. Oh, man. You gotta love pet humor when it mixes with the intersection of pets and trucking. It's pretty funny. That feeling you get when you hear DOT say, "Can I see your logbook?" And then you got babies. Babies and trucking. All right. Yes, officer, I run e-logs. Illegal logs. By the way, I didn't practice that voice. I think I did all right, though. I think I did okay. Oh, red rum? Yeah. Oh, man, what's the... About Schmidt. That's the name of the movie. About Schmidt. Jack Nicholson retires. Watch that movie. It's pretty good. It looks and sounds perfect. All right, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. All right, cool. When DOT pulls you over for an inspection. Well, that's funny, officer. I don't know how a $5 bill got stuck to my boot. You're right. $5 isn't enough to be stuck to my boot. Should have been 100. Should have been 100. Dang it. How I feel when I find a safe parking space after dark. Now I'm a Captain Jean-Luc Picard fan myself. But you know, you've got Captain Jean-Luc Picard and you've got, oh, come on, who's the original? Oh, dang it. Scotty. You know, what's his name? Don't say my prices are too high, just be honest. Say you can't afford me. Makes more sense. I like that a lot, actually. That is a really good... Yeah, actually, you can absorb that. Let's leave that up there for a second. Don't say my prices are too high. Just be honest. Say you can't afford me. Makes more sense. I like that a lot. Because one of the things we talk about, you guys are talking about it, I think we're all talking about it. And that is that the rates to the carrier, they always need to be up a little bit. Now, there are some rates that are good, but this is why we talk about when you're eating off the load boards day and night, rarely are you going to see the prices that you think it should really be. It just, you know, because if it's a leftover, you know, let's see what we can get away with. Let's throw it, you know, shipper said 1,000. Let's see if we can do 400. Why not? We'll get that summer home. We'll get the Winnebago. It makes sense. If anyone is Christmas shopping for me, I wear a size 26-ton excavator. I like that. I like it because, oh, this is the spike. That's the set. Okay, so you got the setup. All right, and this is the spike. This is what you're worth, right? You should be able to buy. Now, that's the problem. When the rates are good, and you see this on Facebook, when the rates are good in the summer, and you got the money to buy the 26-ton excavator as a hobby horse, don't do it. Because 6 months later, when the volume's down and the rates are down, you'd be wishing you didn't have that in your backyard collecting rust. Good morning, drivers. Good morning, truckers. Good morning, all you... Let's read something else. And that was Good Morning by Samuel L. Jackson. See, you gotta read the author for the joke to really drive home. The setup and the spike. Okay. If I were a dog and this rock were a flower, I'd lift my left leg and give it a shower. It's a good meme. I like memes. You know, do you see... you've seen Facebook groups where they don't want memes? I'll take your memes. Send me your memes. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Because that, you know, that's just a good one. That's the intersection of pets and trucking. All right, there we go. When a state trooper is driving on the interstate, it pretty much feels that way. This thing was really highly shared, so I went ahead, you know, got it off the meme. In fact, a lot of these memes, oh man, I think half of these memes came, I'm pretty sure that one, came off of Shaggy's Consulting and Training. So thank you, Anthony, at Shaggy's Consulting and Training, for not only being a wonderful new part of the network. I don't know who's networking who, man. Your network's huge, so I'm lucky to be a part of your network, and I'm gaining some kind of content benefit from your shared memes. So, you know, it's just a gift that keeps on giving. Oh, and I love this one. I love these two guys. Get off the fuel island. I need snacks first. Then pull forward. Nobody's behind me, as he throws the chair. You're ruining the industry. And then his back is turned. I love this. I think that there are so many different versions of this story that could be used in this meme. Always. I will always post. If you got something good, if you got a good version of this argument, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Appreciate that. Obey all traffic signs. Slow down. Smoke on the roadway. He's got a mushroom on his t-shirt. For a Nintendo mushroom. Oh, man, that that is hilarious. I mean, it's not good, but it's hilarious. So that's, you know, comedy's like that. A lot of comedy isn't necessarily good change. Mix, what's up? Hey, what's up, Brian the Car Hauler? Mix. Yo, what's up, Mix? It's gonna pull a little bit to the left. You think? Man, how did that even happen, dude? That is nuts. And, I mean, it's all over the wheel well. So, golly. I mean, what is that? You driving through Needles, Arizona? On, like, Mars? That's insane, dude. And then, I'm pretty sure this was a joke. Although, I mean, there it is. You know? It's right there. It's just there. It's right there. That's not a joke. That was not on purpose. Just a bit of an oversight. Somebody had their ELD. You know, somebody was trying to get to lunch. Dude, I'm going to lunch. I don't know what that guy's doing. I'm going to lunch. See ya. If a truck driver can remember all those knobs and buttons, then you can use your turn signal lever. Yeah, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good point. That's a lot of stuff, man. You got a lot of stuff, dude. You are ready for takeoff. Heard a trucker explaining ELD to someone that didn't pull up. Yeah. Getting snacks on the fuel island. Hey, good afternoon. I'm in a crunch. We had a snowbird truck scheduled to load out Sunday, 11/18, okay, 2 days ago. And 4 of our customers ended up canceling because my big truck not have enough to go to Florida. I currently have 3 units that we are in need of finding transport for to pick up Sunday, 11/18, and deliver ASAP. Oh, here's the good part. Okay. We got a Bentley car convertible, Cincinnati to Hobie Sound, Florida for $600. Really? You need it ASAP, and you're going to pay $600 on a Bentley convertible? I don't think so, man. Chrysler Sebring 575, Louisville to Delray. Honda CR-V, Louisville to Boca Raton. Oh my gosh. So that's why it was shared. 2 picks. Right, they're not even in the same place. 2 picks and 3 drops. 52-mile span if you take all 3. Please let me know if you can help out. So what's wrong with this post, by the way? I mean, what's so wrong with that, you know? Well, you know what's wrong with that? It's representative of Central Dispatch. Because those are the kind of cheap leftover rates that you're going to find on Central Dispatch. That's not what it should pay. That's not representative of what the shippers are paying, allegedly, is my guess. But those are the rates that you're being offered to take this. And this is an emergency. Dude, if the shippers are actually paying those rates because they Googled cheap car shipping, then shame on them. But if the broker is trying to pass off those rates on the carrier, then shame on them. And if the carrier actually takes those rates, then shame on them. I mean, listen, man, I'm just saying, none of that's good. That's why it was shared on Facebook, and that's why it's in the news tonight. Okay. And, oh yeah, you know, here's the spike on this one. What I like about this is, meanwhile, the worst thing that can happen over here is maybe a paper cut. But this is what the driver goes through all day long. Stinking fuel pump doesn't even have the auto handle, so you got to whip out your can of skull. You got to be a magician and a prop guy to get from point A to point B. Am I right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. I know, because I've been a dispatcher. Oh, you got that email too? Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Hey, what's up, the one and only? All right. Cool, man. Hey, guy had a Lamborghini, listed 300 for 600 miles, dude. Exactly. Like, he's like, maybe I'll get away with it. Yeah, well, maybe. Oh, here's some more great rates. Oh, yeah, these are awesome. Miami to New Jersey. This is Ready Logistics. Are you kidding me? I know. Fuel money, free enterprise, market value, la 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 la. I know. Don't do it, dude. Let it sit. Don't take that. Drive empty. You scratch one of those, you just moved all those for free and then some. Now, If any part of that is incorrect, love to see the live chat. I know it's right. $200? No, don't do it, man. Dude, yeah, don't get me started. Okay, all right. Meanwhile, to make a buck, okay. So you got a car in a truck on a truck, and that's at memecenter.com. Oh, Kevin sent me that stuff. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, man. All right, I appreciate it. And yeah, somebody sent me this. Because this, you think you're just taking a Lamborghini for $300 for 600 miles, pay for some fuel? Yeah. And then you flip it. Awesome. Everybody's a winner. Yay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for playing. Okay. This made Facebook. I think it was today. So you know what I did? Yeah. I went ahead and I got rid of this is a ratings dispute notice from Central Dispatch. So to protect all parties, although it was on Facebook, I took out the name of the person that gave the negative, and I took out the name of the broker that got the negative. So here we go. Central Dispatch says, Dear Carrier, broker, oh, dang it, I left in the city. Broker disputed the negative rating you gave them for incomplete payment as being invalid, and you chose to escalate this issue to Central Dispatch for review. We have examined your supporting documentation and determined that it does support the negative rating that you left for broker. So we have posted the pending rating to Central Dispatch. Remember, you can log into your account at any time and modify the ratings you've given if you have resolved the issue. Thanks in advance for working to resolve disputes and for always providing constructive and honest ratings. Regards, the Central Dispatch support team. Now, it's interesting. I think Central Dispatch, if I'm not mistaken, has posted on their homepage that I think they're getting out. Aren't they pulling back from the ratings game? But it's good to see that, you can still get a negative to stick. Now, does it matter? Does it have an effect? I don't know. I really don't know. But, that's what we call a moral win, right? Moral win. Yay. Let the roll on their own. They got the wheels on them. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mike Miller? All right, Mike's going to be on the show later. Cool. We got Mike and Mike. But actually, so what I did was Mike Nikov. I was hoping you'd be in the audience. I'm just going to call Mike, and that way, we're not like, he doesn't feel like, he's being manipulated. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so FMCSA's personal conveyance site updated with FAQs. I know it's not that exciting. It was an email that was sent out, but the purpose is this is actual news. So if you want to know more about personal conveyance, the changes, the updates, the FAQ, the FU, and all the other anagrams, you can go to the FMCSA website and learn more about personal conveyance. So I encourage that. All right, and that is the end of industry news. Cool, man. It's 8:34, so I'm kind of on time. That's pretty cool. Andy is checking in. Thank you, Andy, for saying hello. I appreciate that. If you haven't already hit the like button, please take this opportunity to do so. I do appreciate it. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and send a, let's see here. All right, I'm going to send an invite to, we're going to get Dave Williams in here. All right. He is going to be our next guest. And now I could have already had him waiting in the room for 30 minutes, but I didn't want to do that to him. So do me a favor, and we're going to, while we get him all jiggered up here, let's see here. All right, hang on one second. Send him an email real quick. All right, let me send that email. And then, did I say jiggered up? Sometimes I never know what phrase I'm going to use. But why not? All right, so you're still seeing me? Cool. We're in the show intro. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and throw in a... I like these.
Jay runs a live show on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube. You should check it out. Jay does everything car hauling. That stuff I don't know anything about, but Jay knows everything about it. So if you want to haul cars, that seems like it'd be interesting. Hauling all these different kind of cars like Ferraris and probably a bunch of used cars from auto auctions. Whatever it is, whatever makes the money, go check out Jay at 8 p.m. tomorrow on YouTube. I'm there too, right, watching the show. So it's pretty fascinating. 2-3 hours. He brings industry experts in and everything, right? So love it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. And, you know, I don't know everything car hauling, although, you know, I guess sometimes it seems like it. No, it never seems like it. Listen, Jay, we watch your show. It really doesn't seem like it. But, you know, that's the thing about is that I talk ecosystem. I also talk partners, network. I think we all help each other fill in some of the gaps, and we try to keep it real. So that's why I say it that way. But I really appreciate Mark saying those words. And also, we had another trucking business freedom we did on Friday. Man, we did a live show. Mark is my co-host. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, Trucking Answers. So on YouTube, go to Trucking Answers. Every Monday afternoon, he answers questions live. It's a great show. Oh, cool. Dave is popping in here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Cool. So, I think... Oh, here, let's do this. You know what I need to do? Okay. So, let's see here. Hey, what's up? Okay, so now, let's do that. Let's do... Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Good to see... better not look.
Oh... Say it ain't so. Oh, not that one.
It ain't so.
Okay, it ain't so. All right, perfect. See? Oh, man. I'm jealous already. You know I love smoking cigars.
It's a Romeo Julieta, oh boy.
I love Romeo. So my favorite brands are Rocky Patel.
They're so good.
Romeo. I like Gurkha. I like Monte Cristo. Right? You like some of those too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but
I love a good Romeo Julieta.
I know, me too. And especially, I'm sure you have a...
Yeah, the 1875.
The 18... I was just going to say...
The red, the white sucks.
You know, don't you hate that? How you've got a cigar manufacturer that you love, but some of their vintages are just not happening? I hate that.
Yeah, I don't know why they make it. It's a little bit cheaper than the red, but it ought to be. If you buy 2 reds, you ought to get a white free.
Right. If you buy...
So how you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm distracted by the cigar. That's
Excellent.
awesome. I got to go get one of those. And also, when it gets colder, usually what happens
I got one for you right here.
I know, man. Dude. Well, I'll tell you what. Will you hold on to it for me until we get to Matt's?
I will.
Yeah,
I'll bring you some.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Because we're gonna see you at Matt's. Let's just go ahead and share that now. Let's do some screen sharing.
That'll be a big time. Everybody should join.
Yeah. No, and we really want that. That's why we're gonna keep talking about. It's gonna come up pretty much every show. And what we're talking about. So when we talk Matt's, we're talking about trucking. You go to truckingshow.com. All right. And let's go ahead and get the graphics off there. Me and you, right? So you go to truckingshow.com and go ahead and get your you can get your free, you can register for free. And I don't know if you can register yet. I think you got to wait until December 1st. And what we're talking about, this is Louisville, Kentucky. Mid-America Trucking Show. Yeah, okay, registration starts December 1st. So right now, go ahead and put in your email address, right? And subscribe so you can get notifications. Because we're going to be there, man. This is going to be a big... I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything crazy. It's such a big show. I don't want to say anything crazy. But what I do know is I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. East West Express Dispatch is going to be there. Shaggy's Consulting and Training is going to be there. Surge the Car Hauler going to be there? I'm not sure. I'm going to see him in January. So,
I hope he's there.
I hope he is too. I know there's several of the people that are going to be there. It's just we're in the middle of organizing.
Psycho Surge, man. I want to get a pair of them glasses. Wears.
Say it again.
I want a pair of them glasses Surge wears.
Oh, those blue ones?
The green ones. I like the green ones.
Green, right. See, I had the color. Brian says, FYI, Carvana is supposed to have their own load board. Whoa. Hey, did you hear this?
Carvana?
Carvana's going to have their own load board in January? I did not know that. That's news to me. Thank you, Brian.
Do we get to take it to the carousel, or are they going to have it out for us?
Say it again.
Do we think we get to take it out of the carousel, or are they going to have it out for us? Do we get to push the button and watch the car come down, or what?
Wait until that's...
You think you can like crawl in there and free?
Dude, that is hilarious. Wait until you've got a driver at the carousel trying to pick up his car, and he breaks the carousel trying to pick up his car. And he's on the phone with the broker. Okay, listen.
Oh.
I just broke the vehicle carousel at Carvana. Can you send somebody?
Yeah, it's like hanging from the hook.
And then,
you think I can shake it?
And then he's hold on 1 second. And then he's on the phone with his dispatcher. Yeah, find me something else. Yeah, no, the carousel was broken when I got here. Oh, that carousel was broken way before I got here. Find me something else. Yeah, so anyways. Oh, man. Oh,
that's phenomenal.
We are definitely in for Matt's. We just had... so we're doing East-West Express Dispatch. What we're going to do... This is cool. So as we talk about Matt's, East-West Express hauling, I'm going to spend a day with East-West Express. And I don't know who else we're going to have in the booth. But it sounds like it's going to be a kind of a... well, I know that Ty... I know that my business partner, Ty from CTS, he's going to be there. So we're going to do that. We're going to have... I know that me and Ty will be there. I know that you'll be there. We're going to do a video in the parking lot. And that's something we're going to talk more about tonight. But, yeah, this is happening at Matt's. Yes, Mike, we are going to be in Matt's. I still need to work on, Mike, I'm still working on some of the marketing strategy from my end. So, luckily, that is, how many months we got? We got 4 months. So, we got some time. But, yeah, man, that's happening. We just haven't talked in a little bit. So, yeah, so let's talk, man. Change is good.
Yeah,
what is going on?
Well, that CTS, man, that's a good thing, that car transport services. I'll tell you, if you want to increase your profitability, you need to get with Ty and Jay, because these men know how to make money. They know how to build customer relationships. They just can do it. I don't know, it's like magic or something. One of them's got to have a wand. Let's see your wand.
Wow, man.
You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
That was an amazing testimonial, by the way, Dave. Thank you. Yeah. No, I'll tell you what. In my mind, it's Ty that has the magic wand. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about
anybody can make money.
Well,
but you want to build customer relationships. That's where CTS comes in.
Well, it's interesting you say that. So here's the thing: is that nothing is guaranteed, and right. This is tough. I'll tell you. I got to be honest with you. I'm a little hesitant. I was a little hesitant to get into coaching, honestly, because there is no guarantee. But what we came to find out was that the more people we talk to, what a lack of strategy so many people had. That there's so many people, so many car haulers, and you know some, everybody knows some, that went out and got a truck and trailer, or a truck, or a trailer, or a CDL, or an MC Authority, or a driver. All this stuff, did all these things to get on the road, which is what? We're talking, isn't that 100,000? I mean, isn't it at least 100,000 to hit the road?
Oh, at a minimum.
All right.
You do it right.
Exactly. Oh, and Market Trucking Answers is going to be live at Matt's. That's right. Thank you, Mark. So the thing is that you got all that money that you put on the road, and then when we ask, where are you getting your loads? You know what people say?
The load board.
Central Dispatch. It's almost, I know. We're all guilty of something, right? We are all guilty. That's what's so amazing here, is that it's wild that so many of us, you know how I got into this business? Ty was laughing at me. I got into this business because somebody said, here's how you look for loads on a load board and book for drivers. And that's all fine and good. That's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing literally wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the person that showed me that. There's nothing wrong with the load board I was looking at. There's nothing wrong with the dispatching and booking cars off load boards necessarily. But the problem is that's not a business strategy.
No, you're getting the leftovers. See, that's where CPS can come in and teach you how to get the prime loads, the good paying loads.
You have
the returning calls.
You have to build relationships. You have to. Now, there are some good things that happen on. You know, it's interesting. I got the devil and the angel. Well, actually, I think I got two devils, but occasionally I got two angels. But
hey, I got the whole wide world.
Right, I got the whole. There you go. You got the world on your shoulder. The whole wide
world in my hand.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So
I want to be right here.
That's good, and that's a good thing. You want to do that. You want to have the world on your shoulder. No, you don't. You don't want the world. You don't want the. You got to get the monkey off your back.
That's right.
So, it really, this struck me. It wasn't long after I was booking for carriers off of Central Dispatch and the load boards, and I came to realize some of these carriers I was dispatching for saw me as the spearhead of their profitability. And I'm thinking, man, I'm just a guy at a desk that would rather be playing video games. Like,
don't cut yourself short now. You're the best dispatcher out there, or was the best dispatcher out there.
Right, was.
And I think it's great that you took your abilities and your knowledge and your experience to the boards to help newcomers. I think that's very admirable. And newcomers need a man like you that has compassion and understanding and the knowledge to forward their business to where they want to go. That's an asset.
Thank you.
You're a huge asset to the car hauling industry.
And I'll tell you what, thank you. And by the way, people that we've coached, if they're not happy, that's a free phone call. People do free phone calls all the time. We'll do a free phone call. If we spend we actually say, and that's why we're frustrated. We just got this. I just got my own negative rating. Got my first negative. We got no phone call. We got no email. We didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know there was anything going wrong, which means I guess we got to do a better job of reaching out. But listen, man. No, we're not going to collect.
Can't please everybody.
And we're not going to collect on a phone call that didn't work out. If it didn't work out, then you're gonna chalk that up as a learning experience, because change is good, you know? And that's where, even if it's a bad change, ultimately, we're gonna make that a good change. We're gonna learn from that experience. And yeah, I mean, those things are gonna happen. And you know what? Honestly, I'd really like to know what happened. Where along the process didn't it work out? And also, when we got...
I can tell you.
Well... For you, maybe. Well, and you know what? And honestly, I know
they didn't listen to you.
Well, and you know what? Here's a problem. You know, one of the things I talk about people that can manage other people with their eyeballs. You know about that? Did you know there are people that think they can manage other people? Yeah. We meet them at the banks, at the post office, at the grocery store, you meet eyeball managers, like looking at you. They think they can levitate you. Okay. Well, when you give power to an eyeball manager, I mean, you got, that's called an, obstruction. Now, if he ran into an eyeball manager with power and he couldn't move on to the next part of the phase of progress, that could have happened. And that's where, you know what? I wish we'd have gotten a phone call. We should have got a phone call right at that moment. We didn't, though. But you know what? Again, I don't want to harp on this, but it's all learning experiences. Let's go back to the load board, because it's Ty says everything I learned. Ty loves to say everything I learned in the transport parking lot. It's a really interesting thing, because everything I learned was staring at loads on Central Dispatch. Rates. I'm talking to carriers stressed out. I'm talking to brokers that, man, say anything. And then ultimately I'd get the load and I would talk to car shipping customers that didn't know any reality of what we were doing. They think we're actually going to show up at the door at 2:15. They can make their hair appointment. Everything I learned was on the phone booking cars. And everything Ty learned was in the transport.
Well, you're a smart guy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm doing the best I can. Usually. So, and then when I don't do the best I can, I just finish the day with a cigar and call it a night and try to wake up and do it again tomorrow. That's why I think it's a blessing that we sleep. Get to recharge. Start the next day.
Recharge.
Because some days are tough, man. Dude, some days are brutal. So what am I talking about here? All right, so I think people, I don't know if everybody knows this, so I'm just going to say it. So I don't dispatch anymore. I mean, my hat still says dispatcher. But
yeah, was you waiting for a response? I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. No, I just
what I missed.
I did my own personal mic drop, and then I just didn't say anything. So I don't dispatch anymore. I don't dispatch anymore. I'll probably, which means now that I said that, I'll probably be dispatching in December. I've already stopped dispatching once before.
That's a bad time to dispatch.
I'm telling you, oh boy,
that's the worst month for car hauling.
December is brutal. A couple years ago, 3-4 years ago, I spent the winter in the dispatch office pretty much just being cold. There was not much going on. When you're staring at a load board...
I don't know, Row Logistics.
Yeah?
Our RPM right now has a bunch of loads coming out of Nashville going to Evansville, paying $1.21 a mile. And they got them lined up, one right after another.
So
I think it's Row Logistics.
CTS would
take a look, see.
And CTS would say, let's pull it up. CTS would say, start with that relationship. There's going to be other relationships you're also... Look, and Mike says...
Here, I can just share my screen with you.
Check it out. Mike says December is his best month. It's amazing. Every time anybody says something, like as a hands down for sure, there's always an exception. It's amazing. I don't doubt it, Mike. And I'm so glad you shared that. Like, real wisdom seems to show up at the end of the line. You know what I mean? Like, the smartest people tend to be the oldest, because through life, every time they thought they knew something, they turned out wrong, or it wasn't what they thought. Change is good.
Change is good.
Change is good, man.
Especially when they're giving it to you to put it in your pocket.
See, you know what? Or in a cup. And then you just go around back and you get that 375 mil, stick it right in your vest. Oh, come on, man.
Interstate exit.
It's not true. It's not true. That is a joke. And the only reason I know 375 mils is because I like a flask just as much as anybody.
Ooh.
You know?
Say it ain't so.
That's true, man. We've already talked about cigars and liquor. What else is there? It's Thanksgiving. Come on. We eat and we drink and we're married.
We left the women out.
Oh, well, it's not that kind of show, Dave.
You didn't have to bring that up.
I know. I haven't shown any women on the show, and it's not going to happen, man. I got rates to look at. I got plenty of things to keep me occupied. Hey, by the way, you saw that thing I shared earlier on the memes? Look at that. As of February 20, the ratings management team will no longer be responding to ratings questions or disputes by phone. Right, it's going to all be automated, just like everything else. Are you automated yet, Dave? That's not. That's got to be the worst. Automated. That is the worst robot ever. I've never seen a terrible robot. More terrible than that. CTS. Oh,
thanks, please utilize
Thank you,
contact us link to submit your request.
I was wondering why Dave said used to be. I wonder what you said used to be to. So let's go look at your cars. All right.
What?
I don't know. I'm reading Matthew from Anytime had a comment about something you said, but I can't remember what it was. But the moment may have passed. That's the thing about the live chat and the real chat.
Yeah, it's RPM.
Oh, it's RPM? Okay, gotcha. RPM. So what are we searching here?
RPM is the broker.
Yeah, RPM. And I like
Nashville to Evansville.
I'm going to say this for the record. I've liked talking to RPM. I've had good communication with RPM. Some of the guys that
I've hauled for them.
Yeah, and some of the guys that have called me about loads, they're nice on the phone, and their rates weren't that bad. I was wondering why Dave said used to be. Oh, about being a dispatcher. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to keep talking about the dispatching thing because, as you know, Matthew, I didn't talk anything. I didn't really say a whole lot of great things about dispatching off of load boards, and frankly, and that's why I started the channel. The truth is, and you know this if you watch my videos, I started this channel because I don't like dispatching, and I needed something to take my mind off it. So what I did was I was giving away my information for free, and I made videos about how to dispatch. Like, I just gave the information away. You know why? Because I don't want to do it anymore. Now, it does serve a purpose. Many jobs serve a purpose that people don't want to do. But I've already reached the end of my dispatch rope once before, and I know I've reached it again. I just can't do it anymore. I can't. I think Ty likes to say, do you keep your Glock in your back pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're dispatching, you might.
The Glock, right?
If you keep a Glock in your back pocket, you might be a dispatcher.
I'm more into revolvers.
Yeah.
You keep a Glock in your sock.
Yeah, if you keep a Glock in your sock, you are a dispatcher. And I'm telling you, as I say this, I want to be clear. I'm not saying dispatchers are lowlifes. What's really weird is dispatchers are so precious that it's amazing how underappreciated they are. Like,
oh, come on.
No, you talk to a car shipping customer, a broker, a carrier, almost anybody, and you say, I'm the dispatcher, and they're like, okay, all right, well, anyways, can I get somebody else on the phone? Like, is the janitor available?
Let me talk to the driver.
Like, really? Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Hey, Brittany Smith is checking in. Hey, guys.
That Dave guy, he's sexy.
Check it out. Brittany Smith from Insurance Unlimited is here. She's watching the show for the first time. She's also... Brittany. Yeah, we've talked about having Brittany on the show in December. There's several folks that I talked to about possibly coming on the show tonight or in the next week that are going to come on in December. We're hoping to get Rig Nation in here. And I don't know if Justin from Trucking Advantage. Anyway, there's a bunch of different people. So I'm looking forward to December. And that's before Christmas. So again, for like when it get close to Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to be pulling in my friends. Dave, I consider you a friend. Have I told you that?
Same here, brother.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me, you know, because we're going to be eating turkey in a couple days. I mean, we won't be at the same table, but we will be, you know, we're all doing the same thing in a couple days. Isn't that cool? That's kind of cool. That's good. I think that's good for society.
We're going to all get full and take a nap.
Yeah, man. Get that turkey fever. All right, so we got, all right, what, so you said, was it Evansville to where?
Nashville to Evansville.
Okay. All right, so I'm up
for
in
RPM.
All right, I'm up in Indiana. I did Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee to Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what we should do?
You want to pick up Nashville for the RPM loads.
Check this out. You know what we're gonna do? Control A, Control C. Hang on. Let me move this over. Let me see if I still have my. Bear with me for a second. I hadn't planned on doing this, but we're live, so I'm gonna try something. Let's see here. Alright, let me try here. I'm going to try something. I want to see if I can do this and make the search go faster. But I've got to... Ooh. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm trying. Help me, Moosey.
You want a cold beer?
Yes.
I should grab one while we wait.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm right there with you. You know, after the show, I like to have like a glass of wine and a cigar. Oh, okay. That's too bad. I'm gonna try this one more time, Moosey. Come on, lucky sevens. Cool. What we're gonna do is, you know what we're gonna do?
Tell us.
This is something that drivers can do, and let's just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You got the 4-car, right?
That's right.
Let's do auto transport intel. Okay, here we go. Now, Dave, we're doing Nashville, right?
Yeah, Nashville to Evansville.
Okay, we'll just put in Indiana.
Which I know that route.
Oh,
you
actually,
get from Nashville to Evansville, you best park your truck.
let's do Indianapolis. I like Indiana. I'm just going to pick that, okay? Just for giggles. All right, here we go. Bum-ba-da-da. You guys are seeing this, right? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. What do we got here? Nashville. Now, I know the map looks a little crazy.
Oh, Lee.
Oh, look, mobile home, Ford F Super Duty. Yeah, can't get that stuff. But that's because I put it in the search.
$1.47 a mile.
Makes you wish you had a flatbed, doesn't it? Look at this. What's this?
I got one.
Oh, you do?
A big one.
Well, shoot, man. Here you go. Mobile home for $6,000? What?
Yeah, but you got to have all special permits to do that.
Okay. I like that Super Duty for $600. I bet. What's this? Let's check this out. Let's see here. Nationwide Transport Services.
I like that dispatch monkey. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it really is. That's super fast. That's the fastest thing I've ever seen for doing searches. Here, let's move this down here. Let's see. $5.50 for a ProMaster on Metrogistics. Now, I'm not getting the type of unit on that Bolivar. So I'm curious what that is. And I'll tell you what, Jake's at Nationwide. We'll just give Jake a call. Hyundai Sonata, 500. So this is what
Nationwide is on your side.
Oh, and check, this is really.
What they say. That's what they say.
Yeah, that is what you said. You can't do the mobile home, right? So you remove it. Okay, we're going to remove that. Now it's going to recalculate without that in there. I know, it's pretty neat. What do you think of this?
Motor home, you got to have a bunch of special permits and everything.
Yeah. But this is a good way. You know what I like about Dispatch Monkey? This is a good way to see, like, the gold bars, as we like to say. You know I love talking about gold bars.
I like gold bars.
I know. That's why we talk about them. Everybody likes gold bars.
I really like gold coins.
There was a Facebook video of a guy doing, he was handing out Hershey bars or silver bars, and people were taking the chocolate.
Yeah, that's Mark Geis.
That was awesome.
Mark Geis.
Dude, Dispatch...
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
Check this out. Dispatch Monkey is free, dude. Isn't that crazy? Andy, check out...
I love free.
Yeah, Andy, check out dispatchmonkey.com. Have you guys seen my video? You want to see this? Who wants to see my video? Let's do it, man. Because this is my Thanksgiving show, so it's a little loosey-goosey. Let's see here. We're going to do... Oh, look, I'm live. Dispatch Monkey. With my thumbnail there, I was doing kind of like I don't know, I was thinking like Asian, Egyptian, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, did you know that in mathematics, the triangle is a symbol that means change. So if you're writing quickly, you just write a triangle, that means I believe that means change. All right, here we go. Here's my dispatchmonkey.com video. I think the ad's going to be longer than the video. It's a 37-second video.
People rely on you to be prepared, precise, and prompt. And you can rely on the Ram ProMaster City to help you do it better than anyone else.
Those are pretty cool, actually. I kind of like...
Make me hungry.
I like the way... Right, I'm like, where's the bread, man? I like what they've done with some of the new bands.
Are you still staring at those cars and you haven't booked anything yet? Search, copy, paste. You need to copy and paste that search into dispatchmonkey.com. Why haven't you logged in yet? Dispatchmonkey.com is free. Sift through hundreds
I'm not
of
getting any
loads
sound.
in less than 3 seconds. No credit card questions, as many drivers as you like. Find best paying routes instantly.
It's happening.
See the map, see the cars, call the brokers,
get
the loads.
Yeah,
Search, copy, paste. Get the monkey off your back, put them to work, dispatchmonkey.com. You need to copy and paste that search into dispatchmonkey.com.
Dispatch Monkey is not a load
That's
board.
a cool looking.
Dispatchmonkey.com is not a load board, by the way. It's a tool. It's a free tool.
It looks like a search optimization tool.
It's an interesting tool. I've never seen anything like it, actually. In that it's not a load board. Is a video coming up here? Hey, what's up, Ashley? It's not a load board. It's a load board tool. And yeah, I've never seen anything like it. Let's see. How is it free? I thought there was a subscription. Well, I'll tell you, David. Muzi at dispatchmonkey.com can answer all your questions. I believe it's contact at dispatchmonkey.com. I can check that. And, you know, if you have a question, definitely check it out. I think it's free, though. And until I hear otherwise, I'm just going to say it's free. Contact at dispatchmonkey.com. Send them an email. And Moosey will answer your questions. Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have in the live chat here? Oh, I missed a few. Let's see. Oh, great stuff here. Thank you, IPUC Drummer. I appreciate that. And Mike says he loves his dispatcher. That's right, Mike. I'm telling you, if you have a dispatcher you like, you keep them. Right, Dave? I like those.
That's what Obama said. If you like your dispatcher, you can keep your dispatcher.
That is pretty funny, Dave. That's right.
Know how that worked out.
That one really worked out. Oh, wow. Andy says, where have you been all my life, Dispatch Monkey? Oh, that's awesome. Nope, you copy and paste your search
The
results.
glare was killing me.
Hey, oh, okay, Car Shipper's with us. Hey, Car Shipper, we got to talk again sometime, too. You got to keep in touch with me. Andy got sound on that. All right, cool. So, yeah, I feel like I'm in a ZZ Top video. I like it. I like it, Dave. Dude, I still want a cigar so bad. I'm jonesing so bad, man. It's great. I'm going to start, like, biting my fingers and stuff. Oh, your dispatcher is Dime Sexy. Oh, Dime Sexy. My dispatcher, Dime Sexy. Get it? Okay. All right, so that's cool, man. Not only
That's the real truth.
when you right, if your dispatcher is also sexy, yeah, you definitely have to corner that market. Okay. All right, so what are we talking? All right, so we're still looking at loads here. Now let's do this. Let's open. You know me. I never close a window until I'm ready to do so. That's at the end of the day. So let's do a new search here. You said Nashville to Evansville, Indiana, right? Is that right, Dave? Oh. You back, Dave?
You went away for a minute.
I did?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. Dave's still here. All right, thanks for coming.
Yeah, you went away.
Oh, man. Well, listen, man. Maybe you froze. It happens. All right, so let's check this out. So
It's about 25 degrees here.
Yeah, hey, see? You dispatch for Hotshot with no CDL. I do not, but here's what I'm doing. So I'm not dispatching, okay? So I'm working on the show, I'm working on Auto Transport Intel, and I'm working on CTS. And frankly, I'm at about the same earnings with those two things as I was with dispatching and Auto Transport Intel, which is why I'm making the transition. It's about the same. That's how tough dispatching I found to be was as far as income level, which is why, you know what's interesting? You know what's weird, Dave? I can't find a dispatcher. I can't find a dispatcher charging the percentage I was charging. And that actually makes a lot of sense. Most dispatchers now are in the double digits. There are, I don't think
That's
there are.
crazy, ain't it?
Well, and that's because everything's too expensive. And the rates are too low.
Well, I think they raised what they were paying on the cars, so you got to spread that around.
Well, and that's why brings us back to it's all about relationships, right? It's all about It's all about relationships and where are you gonna get your customers for hauling your cars. All right, this is not about that. All right, so let's go back to Tennessee to Indiana. So you said that oh, there's RPM. Oh, there it is, man. Nashville to Evansville.
RPM.
Bang. Okay, no, but you know what? Here's a problem.
They got a bunch of them.
Yeah, but they're all pickups.
There's one just under that, yeah.
Okay, that one's better. Dang, it's too bad it's not 4. Can you get 3 Chevy Trax and a pickup?
Oh, yeah.
You should call them.
I can.
Well, this is how it works, man. you should call them and ask for, and I know I've talked to a couple of those guys. Call RPM, tell them your route, spend the time with them, and then and start there, right? And call. What's up with Kelly? When's the last time he talked to Kelly? Did he move us? Did he get all?
He got all his cars moved.
He
man.
did. He got moved, and he's out of that location.
Yeah, he posted them on Central. He sent them to me. See, this is one of the things as far as getting your own. Hold on.
Got to go for a few. Watch on the interstate. I'll be in my shop listening, working on my trailer. Awesome. Thank you, Matthew, man. Awesome. You know what? I want to say this, too. Anytime, Matthew, me and Ty are really looking forward to hearing your story as it progresses. We also know that you hit a couple speed bumps, and we think, man, that's normal. That is part of the process. We love that you keep us in the loop, keep talking to us. Jeff is doing the same thing at Faith and Freedom. I think that's part of the formula is tell us those speed bumps. Don't end up with such a problem where you just, feel negative about the situation. Yeah, that's not going to work. Keep us posted. Let us know what's happening. Get in touch with us. And we look forward to, because what we've learned and what we're continuing to learn and we're going to keep doing is that the relationship that you have with your customers is the relationship we want to have with you. It's part of the ecosystem of coaching in itself. And so it's a big part of it. We have to know what you're dealing with so that we can help you improve your relationship with your customers. Kyle Nemitz at RPM is the man. We love dealing with him all the time. Okay, there you go. Hey, Mike says, check in with Kyle Nemitz at RPM. By the way, if I want to say this too. I want to give a shout out. I like to do this. If you are a car shipping customer and you want to ship a car, all right, and you don't know what to do, you feel like you're getting the runaround, you're getting a million phone calls, check in with me at Auto Transport Intel. You wouldn't be the first time somebody did that had a problem. I've gotten calls on the weekends. I don't know what to do. I got a problem with my broker. I got a problem with my carrier. I need your help. And people have called and emailed me. So if you're a car shipper and you need help, you need a better recommendation, let me know. And if you are a broker and you want to tap into those customers that are coming to me, let me know. Autotransportintel@gmail.com. So that's where I say it really is. It's an improvement for the ecosystem. That is what I'm trying to help do. So let's go back to this search result. So you were talking about Kelly. So Kelly finished his loads. He posted them on Central.
Yeah, see, he wanted me to take a few more loads, but I sold my truck and trailer.
Oh yeah, you were changing your rig, right?
I had to wait a couple of weeks.
Did you get that finished? Did
so that's
happen?
the only thing about getting customers. When you get your own customers, when they call, you have to go service them customers. You can't be busy or off over in another country. You got to be there.
Amen.
That's one of the most important things as far as keeping your customers. When they call you, you got to fly.
Which is really interesting.
And I couldn't do that for Kelly's last 2 or 3 loads.
It's like once you start turning a faucet, oh man, it's suddenly on. You got water coming out everywhere, and yeah, I mean, you go from 0 to 60. Sometimes once you get
true.
Well, and that's funny. That's how everything is. Change is good. Everything is like that. Suddenly, something happens. I tell you, it's not lost on me that it occurs to me every week. Oh man, now I've started something. I got to make another show every Tuesday night. Like, I guess you could say no, you don't.
It's true.
But I really do. I really do have to. I got to come up with a show every Tuesday now. Which, I mean, I started it and I like it and I was asking for it, but yeah, it's not lost on me. There sure is a lot of irony to go around for everyone. I mean, everywhere you look, there's all kinds of irony about all kinds of situations. Let me check. Do me a favor. Stay there for me. We're going to do some station identification. I'm going to check restream.io. Hey, let's do this while I do that. Did you see this, Dave?
Which one is it?
Hello from Legal Shield.
Can you hear it?
No.
We believe every commercial driver needs legal protection.
Yeah.
But first things first. What is a commercial driver's legal plan, and why should you want it? Quite simply, the commercial driver's legal plan gives you access to lawyers for transportation-related issues at an affordable rate.
Oh, okay.
Attorneys
Just read
are,
it.
well, expensive. $250 to $500 per issue expensive.
Okay.
But with the commercial driver's legal plan, you get access
cheap.
to our commercial driver's provider law firm for about $400 a year. That's a pretty easy choice.
Cheap right there, bro.
If you've used a lawyer for issues like this before, this probably all sounds great. If not, you may be wondering, why would I even need a lawyer? It turns out that lawyers can help you with all kinds of transportation issues that you may not have even realized. Things ranging from moving and non-moving violations, DOT, Department of Transportation violations, license reinstatement, tragic accident representation, CSA consultation.
Got an ELD Kool-Aid problem?
Whatever transportation issue you may be facing, a lawyer will help
No, but
you
I
make
was
the
thinking of
best
Michelob
decision
Ultra
for
would
you,
be real nice.
your spouse, and your motor vehicle record, or MVR, in the future by
Especially
knowing your
with my
full
cigar.
legal rights. That's always a good thing. So legal protection is a smart choice. Now, why choose Legal Shield? For starters, Legal Shield has been in business 40 plus years and helped over 1.5 million families that trust Legal Shield as their legal protection provider. Legal Shield has partnered with a law firm that gives you access to lawyers who can answer your transportation legal issues when you need them. So you'll never have to worry about what lawyer to use, since we've already done the legwork for you. And you'll always get an experienced lawyer who is dedicated to helping you in the state where your legal issue occurred. Just pick up the phone and you'll be connected to a customer service representative who will take your issue, and within 5 business days, you will have a lawyer's name and number for you to be in contact with. Remember, communication with your lawyer is key, and in most cases, your lawyer can represent you in court without you having to be there. There's a waiting period of 10 days. But our lawyers can still help you, even with your transportation needs during that time, at a 25% preferred member discount.
Of the day brought to you by Orbit's White.
In review, legal protection is good, and Legal Shield is the best. Now let's talk about your specific plan. You can enroll in Legal Shield for a low monthly fee determined by the plan you choose, along with a one-time enrollment fee of $25. Special pricing is available for drivers who enroll in the plan as part of an employee group. Your membership includes help with moving and non-moving violations, DOT violations, license reinstatements, tragic accident representation, transportation law, CSA consultation, and much more. This specific plan covers you and your spouse or domestic partner in personal or commercial vehicles. With Legal Shield, you're in a position of power with access to a dedicated lawyer whenever you need it.
Everywhere you
Legal plans are also available for family coverage. Just see your independent associate for more information. Protect your ability to earn a living. Become a Legal Shield commercial driver's legal plan member today.
So that's pretty cool. Oh, you know what? Here, let's see here. Dang it, I was on the. You know, I am actually a Legal Shield member for the. I have the. Hey, Dave, how you doing? I have the regular plan as just a human being. I don't have the CDL plan. I just have the regular plan, and it is cool to have that peace of mind that I know that, you know, Legal Shield's got my back. So it's pretty cool, because yeah, that's the thing, man. As you know, when you are looking to when you're looking to talk to an attorney, oh my gosh, right? That is not a cheap thing. It's kind of like if you walk into the ER, although I guess they take care of you. You know, they got to take care of you. But yeah, man, you come out of the hospital without any insurance, which is a huge problem these days, and you got probably six-figure bill.
If you don't have any insurance, they're not going to let you out of the hospital.
Right there, you
got to stay and wash dishes.
They keep you in there. Let's see. Evil Motorsports says, great information, Jay, last week. couldn't make it to the show. But it took away a lot. Best wishes to Rebecca. Yeah. Did you see the... I don't know if you saw this. I had Rebecca Hubbard on the show last week. She had got injured while on the job, car hauling. She fell off the upper deck on her high mount.
Dang.
And she's, doing that job. Same thing, same moves over and over all the time, right? And she had a really bad injury, carried off in an ambulance, the whole thing. So she came on last week. She was talking about it. And, yeah, man, it really just drives home. I mean, it's a dangerous job. Car hauling's dangerous. And I think your video stopped again, Dave. But you're back. Okay, so the one and only says, hey, Brittany, what's up? And Ronaldo Cruz, Cruiser's Path. I use Legal Shield. Awesome. Ronaldo uses Legal Shield. They represent me in trouble tickets. It works for me. Hey, that's really good feedback. So Ronaldo uses Legal Shield. That's awesome. Mike, funny you brought this video up. We're in the works of working with these guys to offer it to our carriers. That's awesome. Oh, man, this network works, man. Dave, told hospital I had no insurance after I was ready to leave. Had me out in 10 minutes once I said the magic word of no insurance. Oh, so Dave says that he said, I got no insurance, and they took him out the back gate. They dressed him up.
They shot him?
Right, they threw him on the cadaver. What do you call it? Not a cadaver.
When you go in the hospital, there's these great big double doors. Well, when they go to let you out of the hospital, it's like a real skinny door. You got to talk to this big lady with fangs before she'll let you out that little bitty door.
That's awesome, man.
You got to sign your life away.
That's awesome. That's really
Terrible.
interesting. It's an incredible image. Yeah, big doors, little door. I get it, man. That is. Many things are like that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Big doors going in, little door coming out. That's pretty interesting. That's an interesting change.
Always swings one way.
That's right. So, all right, Dave. So, what we're talking about is now that, okay, so if I'm not dispatching anymore, what do we do? And you know what? So we're talking about this. I want to talk about this. You know what? I absolutely want to keep collaborating with you. I know Matt's is a long ways away, and so I'm not sure in all the ways. One of the things that's happening right now is that the network is growing in ways that I can't predict. Just like Mike just said that he is ready to offer Legal Shield to his network, but I didn't know, he didn't know that I had Legal Shield on my show while he was already having that conversation. My point is, in the whole, oh wait, let's do the change is good, is that I don't know exactly what's around the bend. In fact, I don't know exactly what's happening in January. But I absolutely want to keep collaborating with you. And I'll tell you what, this is tough too. I wanted to do a car hauling dispatcher live on Facebook last week, and the week just went by. I had I didn't have the opportunity to even do the show. But I like the idea of going live periodically to look at loads and to like feel that pain and that frustration. But I don't know.
Let's do it.
Well, I want to, but I don't know how to coordinate it. So that's the thing is my schedule's all over the place. I don't know how to schedule it. So in the meantime, what I want to do.
Well, the way you do it, I can probably pay 10%.
That's a problem, but I can't actually. I don't.
You always get more money.
I can't keep. I don't have the time to sustain a dispatching schedule of any type. I don't. Nor do I have the inclination. So, I'm apprehensive to say it, but I'm sharing with you my actual feelings. See, and here's the thing is, well, and Mike, okay, Mike, Mike, next time we talk, we need to talk about Legal Shield. And Mike, do you know Ted Wright and Shannon Van Sickle? Right, you have 100 trucks to load. Mike, do you know Ted and Shannon? Because if you don't, we need to do a show where I introduce you to those guys. We should do that soon, actually, like tonight. Told the hospital. Oh, okay, that was the old one. So, but I do know this is that there's a lot of this interest happening with the car hauler boot camp, and you've talked about. We've already got a couple videos, Dave, where you are loading. Let's see here. Let's go share.
We should do some more on weight distribution and strapping.
Yes, we should. And what's interesting too is that doing the video, you know, I wish I had an editor. Let's see, Dave at Odessa. I wish I had an editor. Yeah, dude, this video's doing great, man. 6,000 views. I mean, for some people, that's a really low number.
Dang.
But for this channel, those are great numbers. Oh, here we go. Have you seen this thing?
So big growth looking ask what you got there.
This thing's awesome, man.
What happened? Is it pulling or sucking?
Sucking. It's just sucking that dirt up, man. It's satisfying to watch this. I love this ad. Look at that thing in there. That's your agitator, right? Everything's got a good agitator. You can clean up your kids' toys that you left in the garage for the past 20 years. You can clean up the barf from St. Patrick's Day. Allegedly.
What?
Yeah. You're an Uber driver?
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, you're an Uber driver and you pulled in a bunch of money at Mardi Gras, but now your car's trashed? Get this dealio. Yeah. You like to go drag racing in the mud with your friends, but you know you made your wheels look terrible? Yeah. Woo!
You know, they make a scrub brush. It's pretty good too.
All right, I had enough. All right. So.
Sorry about the trash. Yeah, let's get back to trucking, not so much sucking.
Oh, see.
Because they do not take care of their stuff.
And you know what's funny about
Hey, there I am.
and you know what?
That's a big bastard.
The auctions need that gadget, right?
Not a whole lot of cars.
Oh, here.
Usually there's Eufuala's right there.
There we go. Now I muted it. Yeah, they could use that gadget to clean up the repo cars. So I agree with you. We need to do more of these videos. What needs to happen is through some of my other networking, I think I need to find a way to either monetize these videos better. I'm not sure. So all these balls are in the air, just juggling around, floating around, and I don't know how they all connect. But dude, we need to keep collaborating, and I think that we can do that. So that's why I called you today, because we hadn't talked in it was like 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks?
Week and a half.
Week and a half. Let's do it. Okay, cool. So Mike wants to do a show. All right, I need to make a note of that. We're going to do Mike Legal Shield. All right.
Look, I'm using my cell phone to drive it.
Yeah. In the driveway. Yeah, no, this is a great
bigger car.
This is a great video in many ways, because if you've never been to an auction, right, this at least prepares you. Oh, okay. Drive it in, go to check-in, see what's going on, get a cup of coffee. Well, nobody's there. Oh, and you go head out to security, right? Head out to security. See if you can find somebody to. Oh, okay.
My collar.
There he is. Yep. And then, hey, he was a real nice guy.
How come you didn't fix my collar, man? You're supposed to be watching out for that. Makeup, costume.
Oh, well, shoot, man. You know what? I think the crew took the day off. It was just me. But going in and adding all.
I gotta fix my own collar.
Dude, editing and then adding all those titles and stuff. Oh man, it takes forever, dude. It really does. Even though it's simple stuff.
Good thing you're a professional.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I tried to
I think we cheered that old boy right there up. He was having a bad day.
I think we did too. This was the brightest spot in his day. He missed us.
Yeah.
Oh, and we actually got some, so you can see the paperwork. You know, you may not want the paperwork, but, you know, paperwork's a big part of it. And, you know, but then you've got, you know, and then you've got your electronic versions. But, you know, look how much paperwork is in that office. It's not all electronic yet.
That's one of the hardest parts of this job is the paperwork right there.
I know, man.
If you mess your paperwork up in any way, it's going to cause you grief.
No doubt. It is. It's a big problem. Let's see here.
It wouldn't be so bad if you wasn't mobile all the time. That's the part that makes the paperwork hard. If you move from one vehicle to the next vehicle over to your trailer, and then you're back to your vehicle, and then another vehicle. All the while, that paperwork has to stay clean, neat, organized, and correct. And if you miss any of those steps, and you might not get paid.
So, I heard you say that, and you're right. That is a big problem, and that's another thing that makes the dispatcher-driver, dispatcher-owner relationship better, is that communication and knowing, okay, we got to get that stuff. You know, the broker sends the dispatch. They have expectations. Those documents need to be communicated and sent from the dispatcher to the carrier, so that he has them by the time he gets there to pick up that car. Because if that doesn't happen, you end up with a problem, right?
Yeah, you got to get them downloaded and then printed in the right order. You got to look up your routes. There's a bunch of steps to being successful in moving cars without backtracking and spending time sitting on the side of the road digging through paperwork. You need to group your paperwork in loads and in units. And if you can do that, it's going to help you out quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a process. All right, well, hang on one second. Let's see what we got here.
JD?
Yeah. Auto Transport Intel, this is Jay.
What is this again?
Uh-oh. This is Jay at Auto Transport Intel. Who's this?
Okay, well, this is JD Eufuala. It's Eufuala. Fuala. Now, what do you want?
He always says that. He always says FU.
It's JD Fuala. Hold on.
Okay, all right. FU. That's how we spell your name. In case I'm taking this down, like this is a traffic stop, right? Because you get JD.
Fuala.
JD.
Thought about that?
You get stopped a lot at DOT, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I bet you do. What is that like?
Oh, it's always a fun time, Jay, when you're running with me, you know.
Right. I know, because you're a BA.
Right. Speaking of that, I didn't know if you guys thought about this or not, but you guys might want to bring me in on some coaching.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I've got somebody for you to coach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll coach him all right. I'll coach him right in the mouth.
Oh, man.
Guys, little berries, you and Ty probably need somebody in there who's got a little bit of bite. You know what I mean?
Well, clearly we haven't thought of everything, and maybe you could help us out.
I guarantee you.
You watch my show, JD?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I watch it every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday? We don't hear from you very often, but I guess I think we all kind of know you're there. Like.
Well, you got to remember it's Puppy Taco Tuesday at Jose Peppers, okay?
Oh, right. You're at Jose Peppers. Are you at Jose Peppers now, or am I the after party?
You're the afterglow.
Oh, the afterglow. Hey, JD, I got my Auto Transport Intel repo hammer here, JD.
I already ordered 6 of them. Broke 2 already.
I believe
Right now, I think that's the last time we was talking. I was getting ready to look some old boys
That's a
repo
good
ass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I think JD likes the app, right? How you feel about apps, JD?
Oh, you kidding me? That's why you guys need a coach. You guys are probably telling everybody they can get rich with an app, ain't you?
Right. That's right.
Probably in there telling everybody to find their load on Central Dispatch or Ready Auto bull crap.
Do you use Central Dispatch?
What is it?
What is it?
Is it an app or something to make me rich?
It's a load board.
Yeah, I don't need that. I got my own cars to move. I'll worry about it myself. I don't need some computer screen to tell me how to move cars. Golly.
All right.
Time I turn around, I'm either wrenching on the truck or looking at an app.
What kind of truck do you drive?
Right now, I'm driving a little Peterbilt.
Peterbilt.
Peter car.
He's a Peterbilt man.
Yeah, I got a Peterbilt.
That's right.
What about people that like Kenworth? What do you say about Kenworth?
Well, I'd like to see one.
Right. How about Dodge? How about Dodge versus Ford? Yeah.
Might as well throw Nissan in there too. They got a truck.
Yeah. What do you like dualies? Or you're a semi? You're in a semis.
Semi, Jay. Come on.
Yeah. Hammer down.
Oh yeah, 18 speed, big old 600 cat.
Yeah. What kind of cars are you moving?
I just do auction stuff, Jay.
Oh, okay, the auctions. All right.
Right. Yeah. Right now is a busy time. I don't know if you know, but Thanksgiving and Christmas is right around the corner.
Is it a good? How do you seasonal? Do you think that there's a seasonal change? Is it better? Is it worse? What do you?
Oh, the whole market's been down right now, Jay. I don't know if you know that or not, but
yeah, I know.
It's been a little slow around here.
Fuala.
F-L-A. Listen, have a good turkey day.
All right, man.
And whatever else you guys do out there, you little fairies. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, man. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Bye.
All right, take care.
Daddy.
Wow, he is cantankerous. Woo! Oh, man.
He's having a big time.
Yeah, he is having a big time. Well, hey, man, I mean, you got to be tough in car hauling, so I suppose it toughened him up quite a bit. I wonder what he was like as a kid.
Mama said if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Right? Right, Mama said if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. That is funny, man. That was awesome. That was great. I love it when he calls in. We've had people in here, requesting that he say something, that he tune in. So I never know when he's going to tune in. It's great. Well, so that's the deal. So I mean,
JD Evers.
Oh, I
was going to ask if he was on the Hee Haw show.
We don't know what JD's into. I mean, he doesn't talk for very long, and it's usually, on his terms. I don't know much about him.
He's a man of few words.
He really is. Oh, buddy. But you know what? I mean, that's the thing. We'll have to, over time, maybe we can get some JD merchandise. I don't know. So I think I've said most of what I wanted to say. Change is good. I'm not dispatching. I'm focusing my time on Auto Transport Intel and CTS. I mean, and there's a lot here to work with. And the networking and awesome. So since I'm doing that, I don't know when we can get to Car Hauling Dispatcher Live again. But I guess we gotta figure out how to get past, because you're back on the road, right? Is your trailer?
Yeah.
You got your new setup, okay?
Well, not really. I've been taking off. I've been tending to the chickens and getting the garden ready for next year, and covering the swimming pool, and I take a daily nap about 1 o'clock right after lunch.
Right.
And then I get up and have coffee and watch the nightly news.
Are you running next month?
If they got a term, if I find a good load.
Right. Here's what I want.
Searching for loads sucks.
Searching for loads totally sucks. That's right. Searching for loads sucks. Here's what I want you to do, Dave. And this is what we want everyone to do.
Homework.
All right? Exactly. So what we want you to do is we want you, if you think that there's got to be a better way than just looking for loads on Central Dispatch, we encourage you, go to our website, go to ctsbusinesscoaching.com. And I don't think that, there we go.
I've done it, man.
Go to CTS.
I filled out the form.
All right, filled out the form. Awesome. I think I got your. Okay, that was you. Good. You filled out the form because you can either fill out the form.
I'll give you my other email address though.
It's perfect. Okay, perfect. You can either fill out the form or actually you can call the hotline and talk to Ty, and you can actually check this out. You can actually schedule your own appointment. How cool is that? You can schedule an appointment.
That is very cool.
Right? Very cool. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm spending a lot of my time now building out our CRM to improve how we get leads through the web page. I'm getting them through email. We're getting phone calls. It's not like a rapid flood. I'm not going to say that. But we are getting a steady trickle, and that's great because we're still developing the program. But what I want to do, Dave, is I want to put you through our program too, and because I truly believe, and that's why I partnered up with Ty. I truly believe in what's happening with CTS, and I want to do that with you. But I really do. I mean, I want to do the live car hauling dispatcher live on Facebook. We'll do it again next month, but it's not my end all be all strategy for what we're going to do next. Because what I did do, you know what? I'm going to give a plug right now. You know what I did do?
Tell me.
You ever heard of Murphy Auto Transport?
Yeah.
All right. Murphy Auto maybe I got the site wrong. Let's try it. Murphy Auto. I know. Yeah, especially, but they can't be right. I bet that's not their site. MurphyAutoTransportServices.com. See? So, I talked to Sue.
They still should have pulled it up, though.
Well, no, because the domain, I put in the domain directly. But I talked to Sue at Murphy Auto Transport.
That dude had that truck for sale.
Yeah? Well, I talked to Sue. Check this out. I talked to Sue at Murphy. There it is. Sue at Murphy Auto Transport. I talked to her, and she is now, she's booking for John. I had 2 drivers. Up till recently, I had 2 drivers. John is now with Sue at Murphy Auto Transport, and she's also here in Missouri. We had a great conversation. You know, we all have our competitors. But I will say that there's room for more than one dispatcher in this country. Sue is solid. Great talking to her, and she did a great job at allowing me to pass her the baton. So I want to give her a shout out.
Yeah.
So anyways,
what's she charging?
Rather
than pay online?
Yeah, when it comes to rates, I'm always reluctant to throw a number out there in case there's variation. But it's in the range I was talking about.
Right.
And she's the real deal. I really enjoyed talking to her. When she finds out that I plugged her on this show, I'm assuming she'll be pretty happy about it. So there you go.
Yeah, she can send you cookies and stuff.
Exactly. She sent me cookies and stuff. So let's do this. Oh, by the way, let's see. Let's keep an eye on that for a second. I forgot to give.
All right.
I gotta give Mike Miller a heads up. I may not have given him enough time. Let's see here. We'll see. He'll make it work. 9767.
Have we been talking for an hour and a half?
Goes fast, doesn't it? Isn't it crazy?
It sure does.
I know.
And time flies when you're having fun.
I know. Well, that's what people say. Hopefully we're having fun. I have fun, you know. I think the time goes, oh my gosh. I started going live almost 2 hours ago. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that is nuts.
You know what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you stay there?
Oh, look. Man.
And I'm going to email.
All right.
Let's bring, we're going to do kind of a roundabout. Let's bring Mike in. Let me see if I can get him here. Hang on. Oh, man, I was supposed to give him a 1 hour heads up. Wow, I blew that.
Yeah, they're not going to let you in without an hour.
Whew. Yeah, dude. Oh,
you
no.
talked to him yesterday. You told him you'd be there at 2.
Oh, man.
If you don't call him at 1, you can't get in at 2.
Man, oh my gosh, exactly. If this was repo, I am totally hosed. It's a good thing this show's not a repo load.
I like when they say, you know, you're supposed to give us a 24-hour out. I said, well, I did yesterday. Don't you remember? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm like, you're there anyway, right? She says, yeah. I said, well, then why is it 24 hours so important if you're going to be there anyway? She said, well, we got to get the car out. You get there, they got 2 cars, yours and one that's been there for 2 months. Do it.
You know, it's
I got
really,
repo pliers.
I tell you what, you know what's really...
They pull deep, hold joints, whatever.
What's really strange is if you look at the, if you go to the repo lot, if you go to a repo lot Facebook group, wow, they're even more upset about the process than we are. I have read some really, oh yeah, and I mean, not in a good way. The level of misunderstanding in this whole process between repo lots and transporters is off the hook.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. But what I didn't know, I thought it was just me making jokes about a hammer, you know, having a couple laughs. And we talked to what was that? Was that Ready Auto and United Road? We were on the phone with them. And we tried to, you know, right? We tried to, like, you know, say, hey, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be more money. Well, I'll tell you what. Apparently there's not. You know, the biggest problem is apparently there's not more money. I don't know who's getting all the money on this deal. But in many, we assume the repo lot is just raking in the cash. And we also assume that the repo lots, they don't mind having the car sitting there because they're getting storage. Now, some of that is true, or could be true. But I'm not sure who's getting the lion's share of the carrier rate. Meaning, is the bank keeping all that money? Is it the freight forwarder, which is in between the bank and the broker? Is it the repo lot? There's too many cooks in the kitchen. You got bank, so the guy stops paying his bill, right? Bank wants their car back. Now, the bank has the note, but they have so many people defaulting that they just hire a company called a freight forwarder to handle all that. So now you got the freight forwarder. Now they got to have their office building and all their yachts, right? Now the freight forwarder makes the deal with the broker, and they got to have their office building and all their yachts, right? So then the broker makes the deal with the repo lot, and I don't think they have office buildings and yachts. And then the carrier's got to go pick up the car. I know they don't have office buildings and yachts. And then the carrier has the dispatcher to feed. So you get all these people lining up at the trough because somebody got a car they couldn't afford. Right?
Oh, I got the life jacket, man.
And it's
I even got to
crazy.
pull my own damn string.
I mean,
You pull the string and it goes poof,
yeah, exactly.
keep you from drowning.
I mean, if you're just joining us, which I should say that more often but if you're just joining us, man, you are heckin' late. But Dominic, that's why I said Dominic says, man, I'm late. What's up? So listen, Dominic, since you're just joining us, let me give you. We're talking about repo. We're talking about car transport business coaching. We're talking about load boards. And actually, we've got a caller. Mike's about to come in the show and talk about how he works with East-West Express Hauling Dispatch Service. And he is tickled pink. Tickled pink. Where does that come from?
Pickle tink.
How do
Pickle tink?
Pickle tink. How do you get to pickle tink? I've been approached by banks to do repo. Always been told a set price for the whole thing, no storage. That's why I never did it. Very interesting. You know what, Matthew? I'd like to talk about that next time we talk about coaching. Which, by the way, Matthew, I don't know if we've reached out to you yet. We want to do the follow-up with you in December. Oh, you're welcome, Dominic. All right. So, we're in the process of building our, our repeat. First, we do the first coaching session, send you out there with some homework and problem solving, and then in the follow-up, we want to follow up on that and then get you into, what's working, what's not, and do some follow-through. Because as we just found out with some of the feedback we got, there may be some hiccups along the way that weren't predicted, and we want to help you with that. So, as far as pickups, making a set time a month or week would be to not babysit to the lot like a tow yard. Right. So that's what's interesting is that when the repo lots know they can't afford to just let car haulers in there any hour of the day. The repo lots can't afford to service that because there are security issues, right? There's insurance concerns. They can't just have Betty from, the burrito yard, working at the repo lot. The burrito yard. Who's going to buy a burrito at the burrito yard? Oh, my gosh. That is
He said he needed a minimum of 3 employees there.
Right. Because of that.
Remember he said he needed 3 employees there all the time.
That's why, because these people that default on their cars are, no, I'm just kidding. They're not. Listen, everybody.
So he's got to stay open 2 hours later.
Hey, what's up,
If he
Shaggy?
stays open 2 hours later to accommodate a driver, then he has to pay 6 hours of labor to do that.
Well, and that's,
The repo yard does.
We should all talk about it. I just replied to Shaggy's. Oh, you liking the show, Shaggy? I just sent you an email, man. Hey, Jermaine's with us. Welcome to the show, Jermaine. That's what's fun about having a long show. Now, let's see here. I sent Mike a email invite. I'm going to try it again to make sure that, because what you want to do, Mike, taking selfies. What you want to do, Mike, is you want to, hey, what's that? Happy Thanksgiving, Shaggy. You want to, Mike, what you want to do is check your email, and there's a phone number that you can call in, and you're going to call in and join this meeting. And I'm going to send you another, email to make sure there's a 408 number. Now, there's also a 646 number. I think you can call either one. But I think if you want to call the 408 number, because that's closer in your part of the country. So Mike's going to join us here in a minute. He's going to talk about how it's going. And that's actually, oh, come on, Dave. Dude, man. So while I was busy, Dave just threw in not a Snapchat. Dave, what's it called? It's called a What do they call those things?
Super chat.
Super chat. It's been a while since I had a super chat, so I couldn't remember the name of it. So Dave threw in a super chat. So thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. That's super nice. You are on your way.
The rest of y'all need to dump the super chat too. They need a new hat.
You know what's? I know. Dude, I need a new hat. Yeah, my next hat will say Coach. Yeah.
Right. What about that?
Coach. So what's, like I watch Mark at Trucking Answers. Check this out. So Mark at Trucking Answers. Oh yeah, this change is good. Mark at Trucking Answers is he's my co-host on Trucking Business Freedom. Okay? And I'm just gonna plug his show while we're waiting for Mike to call in. Oh, there's Mike calling in now. Oh, hey, he's here. Hey, what's up?
Just driving down the road.
Cool. So you can hear us okay?
Oh, yeah. I've been listening the whole time. I got my boy with me today, and he loves your show.
Who does? Your boy with you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. You know what? That means a lot. You know why that's a big deal? That actually, I'm really glad you shared that with me, and it does mean a lot. Because, listen, I have two boys, and they're, you know what? They're into, it's all video games and craziness. And the YouTubers that our kids are watching are extremely, I want to say talented at creating YouTube. Like, there's way more sophisticated. My show looks like caveman compared to what the kids are doing now. And I work hard on this show. So like that's it's a giant generation media gap. So if your son likes my show, I mean man, that's mad props, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad. And I'm going for that. I'm trying to make a show that bridges the generation gap.
I take him with me. He's been going with me for about 6 years. And
wow.
I make him work on the trailer. I make him, tie down straps, and I go behind him and check all his work. But I make him work for his lunch.
Hey, that's fantastic. That's really awesome. Good for you, man.
But when he's not in school, he's got like vacation this week, or on Saturdays when he's out of school on Saturday, he rides with me. He's my co-pilot for a while, and he sleeps a lot. So.
Wow, that's awesome. What size trailer do you have again?
Okay, right now I've moved from a 53-foot low profile we moved to a new, just picked it up a few months ago, Hoffman Easy 4, 47-foot.
Easy 4, I've booked it, yeah. The secret on the Easy 4 is all about, for me, as a dispatcher, the secret for me booking the Easy 4 was always focusing on the belly spot.
Yep.
And really, that's where I spent all of my thought, was what's going in the belly. In fact, what I looked for, my anchor load, I was looking for a good-paying dealership belly spot, and I could always build around, like that BMW 3 Series that's going the whole way. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I need something small and something low.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes the whole way. You can't be switching that out.
Yep,
yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah, and then once I got the Beamer, and I would negotiate. That's the thing, man. And that's where I'll tell you what's interesting. I built my training series around thinking about these kinds of cars, because while I wanted it real bad, I would negotiate real hard, so that if I could obtain a good paying belly spot anchor load, I could feel great about that leg of the trip.
Right.
And then the driver I was working for, he would throw like a minivan on the front nose spot and a truck on the upper deck, and then like another minivan on the back. I mean, that would be fully loaded. You don't want to be going fast on an on-ramp with that setup, but
right.
But at least you could do that. if you couldn't, like, you know, just pick up Gold Bar Smart Cars all day. You been to goldbarsmartcars.com?
I have not.
I was kidding. That's what's.
But I haul a lot of Gold Bar Smart Cars.
Yeah, that's awesome. And have you found that there's some brokers that you like also? You know, you have brokers that you prefer hauling for?
Well, I haul for a lot of dealerships straight out of the bat. So, I mean, I haul for a lot of dealerships, and then of course, my guys at East West, you know, they hook me up with fill-ins.
So tell me about that. So you have a dispatcher that you work. I mean, you're working with the team at East West Express Hauling, and
That's correct.
So tell me, did I refer you to them? Is that right?
Yes, you did.
All
I want
right.
to thank you.
Oh man, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're so happy. So remind me when that was and what happened next. Tell us.
Well, it was about a couple months ago. I worked for a company for about 6 years, and they were going downhill rapidly, so I decided to step out on my own. And so as I was waiting for my accounts to clear with my dealerships, I had talked to you in the meantime and talked to you about dispatching, because I'd much rather just, you know, time is money, and I don't have time to sit on the side of the road and search for cars all day long and all night long. And, you know, I don't have time to look through 7 load boards. So, you know, we started talking about, you know, hiring you as a dispatcher, and you said you're getting out of it, and you hooked me up with East West, and they've really been good. I really like them. They work around my customer base. If I got to be in town for, you know, to do my customers, you know, they work around it. They fill my, you know, if I got a couple cars, then they fill my holes. And if I got, you know, going up empty or coming back, you know, empty, then they try to fill up everything they need to fill up. So they work out really good, and then they work around my customers, which I like.
Oh,
so,
nice. You have some of your own customers. That's great. What kind of customers do you have?
It's all high end. All I do is exotics.
Oh, fantastic.
all I do is exotics until I get hooked up until my boys at East West load my trailer.
That's great. But see, I'll tell you what, the most successful carriers that I worked with were the ones that had some of their own customers. Not many, but a few, just a handful. Could be one. Could be that one customer that maybe they got a customization relationship, or it's a private dealer, whatever it is, but they got a regular thing going. So you got those cars that not only are better paying rates because they never hit a load board, but also there's a consistency and a regularity of your route, right?
Yeah.
And then you get the dispatch service to fill in the holes. Now you got a business, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and so that's great, and you know, it's really great. Then, and I don't have to tell you, but I'm telling the audience, and you have legacy in your trailer with you, helping you build your business.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is a winning combo right there. That's awesome.
You know, when I stop at like Odessa or IAA or something like that, and pick up one of these trashed vehicles. And honestly, I'm not too used to that. I'm not used to picking up, you know, I don't take nothing in op, you know, but, you know, as long as it runs and drives. But some of these are pretty crashed up. I've never dealt with them kind of cars before. It's usually, you know, I deal with, you know, Mercedes is my low-end, high-end car. So I deal with the, you know, the Rolls and the Bentleys and the Ferraris and Lambos and stuff like that all day long. And when I pick up these crash cars, and I got a McLaren on the trailer or a Wraith on the trailer or something like that, they're, you know, the guys in the yard go, where the hell did you get that?
Well, you know, and it's one of those things, actually, I learned over time almost to never mix a salvage vehicle with customer cars or, you know, almost anything. I mean, it's dangerous.
Well, I don't mix. Now, I'm going to put, if I'm doing a customer delivery, if I'm doing a customer car, it's on the trailer by itself.
Oh, okay.
I will, but if it's a dealership, so I do a lot of dealer trades, dealer to dealer stuff. It's, it's just a piece of iron.
Right. And also, and that's what helps when you are the dispatcher, and you can do this from your truck, but that's what helps having somebody at the desk manning the phones and the computers, is to look at those pictures. I mean, every time it's a salvaged vehicle, I want to see those pictures, and I want to see every side of the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that stuff really helps. In fact, I know there was one that I booked. It was like, I think it was last month. It was the best looking. It was kind of a cherry on top for a dispatching career. The best looking. I think it was a Copart car I'd have ever seen. That thing was washed and perfect. I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know what it was doing at Copart. But, you get lucky. I'm sure it had a problem. But, so, all right. So now you've got, how long you been rolling with East West Express?
2 months, 3 months.
Maybe 3 months.
Going on 3 months, maybe something like that.
Cool.
2 months, 2 months for sure.
All right. So what's your strategy next year? Same thing. You got the customers you got, dispatch service, 4-car trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, strategy next year is we're going to bring on a 2-car enclosed trailer, and hopefully by the end of next year we can bring on another 4-car trailer.
Right. So, I mean, everybody's goal is to add more trailers, keep building the business. And then I hear one of the next big hurdles is not only financial and the growth, dealing with the growth in a financial way, but then also finding the drivers.
That's the key. It's
yeah.
Finding somebody I can trust. Finding a driver I can trust with a Copart car is a lot different than finding a driver that I can trust with a $500,000, car or $1 million car. It's two totally different drivers.
It's a lot of responsibility, and that's where it's cool. Time and again, we keep talking about relationships. It's so important to know something about and have an understanding with the person that is working with you at this magnitude. And with that many risks, there's so many things that are unpredictable. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No way. I just had a flashback of I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he kind of ran his truck kind of like he was like Axl Rose, okay? I know, that's all I need to say. I'm going to call him Axl Rose. And when Axl Rose when he would finish his leg, and when I talked to him, he'd be like, this is how Axl Rose does things. Like, he talked like that. And I'm like, really? Okay. So Axl Rose, then when he would finish his money leg, then he would he'd kind of trash the hotel room, stay up late. He'd be on social media in the middle of the night. I mean, it was crazy. And the guy I was working for was like, what is going on with Axl Rose? I'm like, well, I don't know. But we both know. We're both, at least he's consistent with both of us. I mean, he's Axl Rose. I know he's Axl Rose. The question is, when are you going to get him out of that truck and replace him? Right. I mean, you can't have that. And he was a good driver. I guess we all reached the point where we need some change. I think Axl Rose needed some change. But isn't that funny? I mean, that's real. I mean, and then karma. Karma gets us all because Axl Rose didn't give himself enough time the next morning, and he got his well, no, this is the thing. I think it's a story. He said he got his trailer hooked on a curb, but the problem is that can happen. I mean, a low point, that can happen. But then he said it again. And he lost like 3 hours because his trailer was caught on I don't know, man. I want to party with that guy. So that's pretty funny stuff. So there you go.
You got to pay attention, man. You got to know what you're trying to hook on, what it wants.
Yep.
So, but it's great. Ultimately, what we wanted to talk about is it's great that we found you a support agency that could help you in the way you needed it. And I say it like that because sometimes I sound like, I've had people say, well, wait a minute, you just said this, they just said, okay. I say that as a dispatcher, I hated staring at the load boards. But it's a necessary, that job can be a necessary part of a successful business. Just like you have to have a mechanic, or you are the mechanic. You may need a dispatcher, or you are the dispatcher. You have to have an accountant, or you are the accountant. Maybe you can do all those things. But, and then that gets into, if you're in freight, maybe you need someone in factoring, and then you got your insurance agent, but you surround yourself with people you trust. And that's where East West Express comes in, is they are a reliable company that provides you with the dispatching service level you need. And that's awesome. And, Mike and I talk we keep in touch. We're going to be at Matt's. Maybe you can coordinate at the end of March. What's your running lanes?
Right now, that's funny. Yeah. Right now, I don't have a lane yet.
Yeah.
I haven't chosen a lane yet. So right now we're just kind of chasing the money type deal. I say that, but it's not true, because I have my own customers because I'm out of Houston area.
Right.
So I have my own customers that I kind of rotate around them. So I kind of go where their cars are going, and then I have Mike and his guys fill my holes, and like I said, sometimes they're one ways, and I just have them fill me up all the way coming back or something. So
where have you been lately?
Well, right now I'm just about in Tulsa. I'm about 20 miles out of Tulsa right now.
Oh, Tulsa, huh? Yeah, no, that's good. That's actually good. That's a pretty busy lane, actually, from all the way from Kansas City down to Houston. Actually, it goes all the way up to like Minneapolis. You can do.
I found though getting out of Houston though is hard. Getting out of Houston it's all cheap stuff.
Yeah, no, getting out of that's what I have this thing I say. It doesn't always make sense, but I call booking out of Houston is like a spinning dartboard. You've got, if you're staring at the screen, it's like Lexington, Kentucky, Phoenix, Baltimore, Miami, Nebraska. Like, okay, nothing matches. So the way to book out of Houston, what you got to do, first, you got to be quick on the draw. I mean, you got to get up early, get that coffee ready, and you can't get up. All right, you cannot leave your desk, and you stare at the screen, and the moment you see something that pays good, fills that belly spot, you're all over that. Like, I mean, I will, what I'll do? What I used to do? I used to find every phone in the office. I used to get other people to help me call. Like, everybody call. So blow up the phone. So no matter what phone they answer, even if they pick up the fax machine, it's us. And I'm getting that car. So that's kind of what it takes when it's highly competitive. And it's nuts, but it works. I'm texting, faxing, emailing, but then you seem desperate. So that's what's really the real joke. Okay, I'm blowing up all the phones, and as soon as they pick up any phone, yeah, this is dispatch. Like I try and sound like completely bored, and yeah, why'd you call me? What are you doing Saturday?
Yeah, the one thing I found frustrating to begin with, I tried before I got hooked up with you and hooked up with Mike, and I tried the dispatch thing, and until my big account, my customer accounts, came online, I tried the central dispatch thing, but what I found frustrating was is that when you would call, you'd find a load that you're going to go, I'm going to go to Oklahoma City, I'm going to go to Colorado or some of that. I call, and you haven't been on Central Dispatch long enough, or you haven't been, in business long enough, or you're not even set up with us, and I got 5 other guys calling for this car right now.
Right. Oh, yeah, and totally. Well, and Mike's in the live chat right now, and he's having a great time. That's the thing. He has a benefit of he knows the brokers. He knows how to massage that moment, if you're teetering on the fence. Because, those things can be fixed. So if you have somebody powerful in your corner to help you get through that, get through the packets and get through the barriers and the hurdles, yeah, it's awesome. So, yeah, man, that's super cool. Because how long have you been on Central? Not a long time?
No.
Right. Yeah, and it's
so like I said before, I was working for a guy, and basically he just catered to about 7 or 8 dealerships in the Houston area, and we all install high-end stuff. But he just waited for the phone to ring. So I kept on asking him, why aren't you filling these holes to Dallas, or we're going to San Antonio today with 1 car, or I'm running out to Midland with 1 car. Why aren't we filling these holes? And
oh yeah.
And his philosophy was, I'm not loading that trailer with cheap stuff in case my dealers call me and need to put another car in the hole. So
well, and and that's part of the balancing act too, is that as a dispatcher, every time you book a car, it better be worth it, because there could be something right behind it, but you booked that spot.
Yeah.
And there's so much anxiety in that alone. You're always like, oh God, did I do the right thing? Oh my God, I blew it. I'm fired. I'm out of here. I gotta, I'm definitely gonna get my Glock out.
Well, I kind of found out, that now, if I'm doing like so I'm trying to stay in the Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana area for right now.
Right, that's good.
And,
yeah.
And so if I'm going to Dallas, I'll then fill my truck, whatever you got going on. If I'm going up there with a customer's car, a dealership car, then I'll have them fill the holes. But on the way back, I leave a hole open just in case the dealership calls.
Right, now that's good. I mean, and that's also one of the other things that dispatchers have to do, is that brokers are saying, you're picking it up today, right? And the dispatcher's saying, no, we're picking it up next week. Obviously that. Yeah. So in between there, so if you can push your pickup out enough when you book it, if you get a customer that needs that ASAP, you can work around that.
Well, and that's something else I found that I'm having a hard time transitioning from, is the hot shot mentality, to where you call a haul, to the transport mentality, to where it's taking me all day to load a trailer because we're trying to find cars to fill the spot.
Well, totally. And that's where, freight and car hauling, there are many differences. But you're right. Hot shot, true hot shotting it's like Uber. Like, all right, get it, go and load it and be out of here. And we can't really think of auto transport in that manner. I think that if you're a broker in the hotshot world, and then you go to brokering and car hauling, apparently that's happened, because I've talked to too many brokers that think, oh, okay, yeah, you guys are down the street. Well, no. And even if we were down the street, don't think of it that way, because it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. And this is where I say, I feel like I'm talking to the average customer a lot and saying, slow down, cancel the hair appointment, or whatever it's going to take to get realistic, that you can't. Oh man, I have said to some car shipping customers, have said, hey, we're worse than the cable guy. And I had a lady say, what? And I said, no, really. And I thought a little bit of comedy would help. She's like, what are you talking about? How are you this disorganized? I can't believe it. This is not what I was told. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I want to tell you that I was hoping to just give you a little bit of reality. I don't need reality. I need, I mean, wow. I'm going, oh my God, what have I done? You know, you need reality.
Right.
That's funny shit.
Her name was Eileen.
Reality, really?
Yeah, she's not watching this show, but that's a real story. Oh my gosh. Man, I thought, note to self, don't talk about reality like that. Oh my gosh. So, it's challenging. That's why it is, no matter how your business is built, having somebody that can make the phone calls on your behalf, just making all those phone calls, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah. I feel blessed that I got hooked up with a good team, and they take a lot of weight off my shoulders. It's worth the money. It's I can drive. I can worry about getting my loads picked up and delivered, and I don't have to sit there and on the side of the road and look for my next load. I've got a guy that does that for me. So, and I feel blessed for that. So,
that's awesome, man.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Mike. That's so awesome. And so, before I let you go, so, are you guys working tomorrow also, or when are you going to get to your Thanksgiving stuff?
Well, I'm like I said, I'm about 18 miles away from Tulsa, so I'll drop first thing in the morning, and then I've got a full load going back to Houston. So when I get back to Houston, then we're gonna worry about it then.
Cool, man. Well, hopefully your day you got everything lined out probably, so your day should run pretty smooth. And
Supposed to,
and the weather's okay, right? The weather's not working against you, right?
Oh no, we're all dry up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
okay, good.
So it's that's a good thing. There's no white stuff on the ground.
Exactly. Oh, amen. I mean, that is just that's why the Northwest. Oh man, it's really, you don't have a whole lot of drivers in the Northwest. I mean, they know what they're in for. It's just you can't predict what's going to happen out on the roads. So, and especially around the holidays. I had a.
I did drive freight over the road, coast to coast, for about 4 years.
Okay.
And I was stuck on the East Coast in the wintertime. And then I got tired of running that I-95 corridor during the wintertime. So then they stuck me out the West Coast during the wintertime, and I did the Oregon and Montana run, and it was just, I'm done with that crap.
Yeah, right, man. That sounds tough. It really does. So, well, cool, man. Well, thanks for sharing your story tonight. I mean, I really appreciate you coming on the show and talking about it.
Well, thanks for the hookup.
Oh, man, you're welcome. I'm so glad it's working out so well. And you know, me and Mike will be at Matt's Mid-America Truck Show at the end of March. And so if you're available,
where's that at again?
So that's in Louisville, Kentucky. It's the last weekend in March. And Dave's going to be there too.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't get a load over there.
I know, that'd be awesome, man. There'll be a run on the load boards. Everybody be headed to Matt's. Yeah. Cool, man. All right, well,
might give me a load over there to pay for my trip.
Yeah, exactly. You heard the man. Line him up. All right, well, listen, Mike, thanks so much for joining the show. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and you take care out there.
Thanks, brother. You too.
All right, man. Take care.
Here, Mike.
All right, see ya. So now what I'm going to do is...
Well, that was interesting.
That was great. Yeah, no, Mike's company is F.N. Wright.
Yeah. Who's David's dispatcher?
Who's dispatcher?
Oh, look, I see it in the chat. Let me find it.
I'm out in the boonies, though.
Oh,
cool. Let's see here. I need to... Yeah, you stay right there. I need to... Let's do this. Let's do this.
Hello, radio.
We're going to have John here in a second. I think he's ready. John's going to do our... we're going to finish up with John. Oh, man. Okay. If you guys are still with me, all right, John is going to talk about... He just picked up a truck. You guys know who Carrie Underwood is? Who doesn't know who...
Yeah.
Right? We all know Carrie Underwood, right? You know her song about what happens and how she feels about it? I'm getting that twitch. Carrie Underwood.
Took a little slugger to both headlights.
Yeah, I mean, she can't, yeah. And the headlights and how she like, rips up the dude's car. All right.
Yeah.
Well, John just picked up. We got 10 minutes. Perfect. We got 10 minutes. This will be perfect. John, we got 10 minutes. So join the show. And I guess John just picked up the Carrie Underwood special. Somebody's a fan and decided to go ahead and do it to the King Ranch. I think it was a King Ranch. Man, let's see. You guys want to see some pictures of this? Who wants to see pictures of the Underwood King Ranch? Let's do this.
Carrie Underwood or the King?
No, it's not that kind of show, Dave. We're gonna look at the King Ranch. Let's see what we got here. Okay, there's the hood. That's pretty good, huh? She did a number there.
I ain't seen it yet.
Okay, you can't see it? All right.
I can't see it.
All
Yeah.
right. Let me know when it pops up on your screen, because I think the viewers can see it. But maybe not.
Well, I mean, I don't have to see it. I can Google it.
No. So let's see. Are you watching? Can you see my screen?
There it is.
Oh, there you see. Okay, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's pretty good, huh?
Got 4 flats.
I'm gonna go ahead and now there were a lot of pictures, but I didn't have, I think, and he just sent them to me today, but basically he said there's not a single quarter panel untouched. I mean, and it ain't even the quarter panel. It's every inside and out. Man, she spent some time on this.
I get it's a promotional pop or something. It was a Toyota though, wasn't it?
It was a what?
Wasn't it a Toyota this time?
Who makes the King Ranch? Is it
Ford?
Ford. Okay, Ford. So it's a Ford. Oh wow! And by the way, I'm going to share this. Look at this. While John's joining us, look at this. Here's an F.N. Wright load. Oh my gosh! Let me know when you can see that come up.
Damn!
Holy mackerel!
I see it. Yeah.
Wow.
How sweet is that?
My goodness, man.
Too bad it's on a wedge.
Right. Well, you know what? That's what I like. That's funny to say. That's what I like about the Easy 4 is you can make you can make the Easy 4 a wedge, which is cool.
Oh, that is an Easy 4, isn't it?
Yeah. So you got the belly spot, you got the lift, throw the lift up, and you got 4 spots. But with those cars, yeah, just do the wedge. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, my screen's blinded me.
Yeah. So then we got the anyways, back to Carrie Underwood. You know, and
I thought the truck in her video was a Toyota.
Right. Oh yeah. So she didn't pay enough attention to the music video, I guess. So here's the inspection.
You You gotta love that shit, man. That's classic. Like what scratch?
It should
I
be,
don't see no scratch.
It should be CU for Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then, now here's the inside. There's the nav.
Oh.
I mean, she went
That
off, man.
I would kill her.
Hey, well, exactly. Well, wait till John.
Yeah, that would be her last move.
Yeah, here's the seats.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That would be her last performance.
What was she using?
That's what you call going out with a bang.
Whatever she had, whatever scraping tool she had. Look, it was a double. It had a double. So it wasn't a knife. It was like a. It's like probably her whiskey bottle. I don't know what she was doing. Fingernails. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, they'd be all chewed up. I don't know, right? Or it was her teeth. She got in there with her teeth.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Oh, man.
Say it ain't so.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah, she would go out with a bang.
I think those are pretty much all the pictures I had from that. I know there were more. I wonder if there's another, see if I can look at it here. There was, oh man, I mean, there were so many. Yeah, so he's gonna, I guess he's parking right now. So he should be with us any moment. Now, by the time he clocks in, I think we're gonna be near the end of our,
You got 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. But I don't know where he picked it up or what. Oh, is he here? No, I don't know where he picked it up or what. Anyways. Well, so we'll do this. Let's keep hanging out until he shows up. Because we got to hear about the Carrie Underwood special. Let's do, okay, so I've got, alright, I'm sharing here. Let's go back to, where's that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that was. I didn't get the information about where that is. I know, to me it looks like it's in the Northwest. And
yeah, Tennessee.
That could be. I don't know, but I've never seen a lineup like that. Like everybody,
North Carolina,
everybody in a cluster like that. Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be. Those could be the Appalachians. Yeah, because it's more.
Yeah, Virginia.
Right, it's more Appalachian than it is like Rockies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that don't look like the Northwest.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But you can't see the trees really well.
And I don't see any.
But it's not high enough to be above the tree line, though. That looks like a couple of places on I-40.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows where this picture came from. Because I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I just sent you some other loads. Mike does. Oh, cool. Some really rare cars. Oh, okay. So it looks like I might have more photos here. Let's see here. I think that's from. Let's see here. What if he sent me an email? No, I don't see it. All right. Well, I don't see the pictures here, and I know John's coming in. We're gonna run it. How about let's do this? Let's restart.
1 minute.
Yeah, let's go ahead and restart here. We're gonna close out.
All right.
We're gonna rejoin. Do me a favor. If you're with us, just stick around for a few more minutes. We're gonna hear the Carrie Underwood special story, and I think it's gonna be worth it. And then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna say goodnight. We're gonna go eat turkey and do donuts and smoke cigars. All right, so hang on. I'm gonna end this meeting. I'll see you in a second, Dave. Okay. All right, cool.
See you later. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, so now let's do it again. What can you guys see now? Nothing. Change is good. Where'd everybody go? All right, here we go. That was a long time. We had a long meeting there. That's pretty cool. Join with the audio. Hey, if you don't know how to use Zoom.us, check it out. It really is great. It's easy. This is a great video meeting tool. It hasn't cost me anything to use this tonight, so it's great. Loving it. But you know, ever so often, if you're on too long, got to refresh, start your meeting over. No big deal. You just email whoever you want in your meeting. And I don't share that screen, you know. That's just for me and Dave or whoever I'm inviting. So I send him an email on my other screen, and then he gets the email, and there's a phone number he can call into, or he can click a link to join by video. And so he's going to click the link, and when he clicks the link, I have a meeting room. He connects to my meeting room, joins my meeting room, and I can also send, which is what I'm going to do, I'm also going to send that invite to John. And then John can click the same link, and you can have multiple people join in the same meeting room, have a meeting, and you can actually record it, you can share your screen. It's pretty awesome. I would love to be sponsored by Zoom.us online meetings. That'd be great. Because I love using it. It's a great product. And you're looking at it right now. So and then what I can do is I'll use my other program. I'll use Google Voice to let John know. Use the latest email link. And there's Dave. That's how easy it is. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's a great product. If everything worked as well as that, then man, this would be a great world. All right, so Dave, you're still with us. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Mic check.
Got you.
All right, cool. We got graphics.
Yep.
Change is good, you know? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Change is inevitable, actually. So I guess that's why I say change is good, because change is inevitable, so you may as well get on board. Right?
This is true.
As opposed to Eileen, when I told her about reality, she rejected it and wanted to smash my face in. Well, change is inevitable.
That's phenomenal, man.
Oh, man, she was furious. And you know what I did? I tried to calm her down. I spent 20 minutes trying to calm her down. No, I think she just got madder and madder and madder. Finally, I was like, you know what? Driver's going to be there. Bye.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, he's probably out front now.
He's still circling. She's still at her hair appointment.
Face reality.
She's plastered to the window like
you
a
should
cat.
give her a reality check.
Right, dude. Reality check. Those are all the gold bar loads out there out of Smyrna. That's what David says. Oh, Facebook Messenger. Oh, okay. Facebook Messenger. I gotcha. You know, it's hard for me to check Facebook along with the other stuff that I'm doing, but let me try. Okay, Mike's other loads. Oh, okay. So let's see here. Maybe I can share this. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Here's some Facebook Messenger. These are more of Mike's cars. Those are nice. Can you see that, Dave? Oh, wait. No. No, you can't see that. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now you can see that. I'm thinking, man, all I can think is liability, 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 liability. I mean, wow. That is intense, man. Oh, okay, that's not, that's a different Carrie Underwood right there. Okay, so what else we got here? It's not that kind of show. Oh, here's more of Mike's cars. Even that, those are pretty nice. Dang. Is that a spider? You seeing this, Dave?
No.
Not yet, huh?
No, I got a black crane. You're missing too.
Oh, okay. Well, that happens. Was that car plugged in the wall? Just
I
kidding.
couldn't pay it.
Yeah. I'm going to move that. I'm going to move that. That happens. It's highly technical. Okay, so...
Oh, yeah.
Well, John, buddy, we're going to run out of time. Let's see if he... okay, he says what?
250.
Okay. So, hey, John, if you can hear me, check your email. So, let's see. I don't know if he knows. So, check email link to join. Call in. Call or click link. Let's do that. Because usually, yeah, that's one of the things. What's different here is, part of the change is good, is, you know, I've been doing, you can see the phone. You can see my phone over here, right? You can see my phone behind me. But I try to do less phone calls on the... I try to do less phone calls on the phone and more phone calls on the Zoom because the audio quality is much better. But it makes it more technologically challenging in some instances. Hey, Eben is here. What's up, Eben? Best YouTube channel on Tuesday night. Well, thank you, Eben. I appreciate that. The 6x6 is a Mercedes, only 3 in the U.S. Wow. Those are crazy cars. Yeah, man. Man, you haul some crazy cars, Mike. I mean, thanks for sharing. It's cool to see those pictures. Find out what's possible in life. What's your personal car? What's that car you were sharing, Dave? That yellow car?
That's a 1968 Roadrunner.
That's nice. You know, I have a
383 with a 4-speed.
I got to tell you, Dave, I think that's the kind of style of car I'm into. Kind of the liggy... Oh, I want to log in for the show, but couldn't. Oh, wow. It's good, Ziggy. Still going. I think I like that kind of late 60s, early 70s kind of muscle sedan. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Hell, who don't?
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't, man? That's awesome.
That's okay.
Hey,
sits at the stoplight and goes, giddy, giddy, walk, giddy, walk, giddy, walk, giddy, giddy, walk, giddy, walk, giddy, walk, giddy, walk. You're talking about that car right there, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Eben asked if anybody's hauled a Ferrari F50 yet. I wouldn't book that. Yeah, David asked, how much cargo insurance does Mike have? That's a good question. I'm going to say at least 200.
I got two.
I bet Mike...
I got 250,000.
I bet Mike has 250. Hey, John, can you hear us?
I am right here, buddy.
All right. Dude, so John is with us. John, where did you pick up the Carrie Underwood special?
I got that down in Atlanta at an IAA.
That was special, man. That was, as soon as I saw that, I thought of you. I thought, he needs to see this. This will be good.
What?
So the Carrie Underwood before he, gosh, man, what year was that? Let me see here. I gotta check it out.
I know that.
I gotta go on that. You know.
You better think before he cheats, or right?
Yeah. Yes, the Carrie Underwood before he cheats limited edition F-150. It was 2013. 2013. You know, I was thinking about this. Just before prom, there's always like a fire department or a police department. They'll take like a car that's been wrecked by a teenager, and they'll stick it out by the side of the road to make you aware, you know, that you should not text, drive, drink and drive. I think they should take those kind of vehicles, like the Carrie Underwood before he cheats limited edition, stick that out in front of the country line dance bar. Before you walk through, dude, this could be your truck on the way out.
Oh man, that is a great idea.
Dude.
And there's like you know, somebody all messed up singing the lyrics. Ready? Right now he's probably slow dancing with a bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now he's probably buying her some fruity little drink because she can't shoot whiskey. Right now he's probably up behind her with a pool stick, showing her how to shoot a combo, and he don't know. I dug my key into the side
He don't know
of his pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive. Carved my name into his leather seats. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. I slashed a hole in all four tires. Dude, some Eminem needs to remake this. I want it.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
I've never heard a Carrie Underwood song rapped, but you know, if you work on it, I think you got something there.
I would love to hear Eminem do Carrie Underwood.
We need
I'll
some
tell you
doo-wop girls.
I mean, I didn't get inside of that because they put it on with a forklift, you know? So the first thing I saw is I saw this one, you know, defining scratch all the way around. I thought, man, this looks like super duper intentional. Because I you know, they dropped it and I'm looking at it, I'm like, uh-oh. And that's when I started looking, I'm like, oh no, this is not. And that's all it was. And so, you know, there's a little baseball bat treatment going on there. Left the windshield. Don't know why that happened. But definitely carved "I hate you" on the hood of that truck, and scratched every bit of like the plastics. Like the old days, you used to be able to actually take the baseball bat and get to the bulb and smash it. Can't do that now. You're just gonna break the plastic. So she just scraped all the plastic out. And when I got inside today, it was the first time I got inside. I didn't even think about the inside. When I got inside, you know, that was all she wrote, man. She didn't leave any part of that leather interior alone, every piece. And that was a King Ranch truck, so I think it was like a special edition thing.
Yeah.
And then she really specialized it. But yeah, smashed the computer screen between the seats. Smashed all the plastics for the speedometer and that kind of thing. Just took whatever and ruined the seats, ruined the door, ruined the dashboard, just ruined it all. I mean, just tore it up. And the back seat was missing, but the sad part is there was a kid's toy in the back seat, and there were a couple of small kid toys in the back of the truck. So I'm thinking, you know, there's kids involved. It's pretty sad, but I'll tell you what, you talk about intense. You just being around that truck and seeing what she did to it, you just feel the anger, man. I tell you what, that thing had it had like 4 tons of hate for the back of it. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. It was really bad.
Wow.
So
that is intense.
You know, we see different things when we're out there. You know, I'll tell you what, it was super intense. You know, it was super intense just to see that kind of damage, and for it to wind up with the IAA for that. But she didn't cut any tires. You know, and literally the guy just brought out a jump box and started right up. So, you know, but yeah, nothing in it was untouched. That whole thing was tore up. I mean, total interior shot. I don't know what this guy's going to do with it, but he's going to turn around and sell it. But you know, it was all jacked.
Maybe it's all.
What is that truck worth?
It'll be like a branding deal. Like if you brand it, if you find the right target market, they're like, "Hey, I love this," you know. Right?
I'm going to do it anyway, so I might as well just buy this truck. And this way it saves you the aggravation.
It's going to save me a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get used to the look. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need half that stuff in there anyway. What the heck?
Dude,
and I don't know what the story was. I know the story was with the styrofoam cup, but that was all melted down on top of the dash.
I saw that.
But I'll tell you what. Honest to God, that is a very, very lucky man, because if that girl could shoot, he'd be toes up, pushing up posies. Groundhogs would be bringing him his mail. There ain't no way that boy be living. She done take him out. Seriously. She did that to that truck because she couldn't shoot him.
Did you hear?
She didn't have a way to shoot
Did you hear the story about a lady last week that shot her wedding dress and it was rigged with explosives?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta, that's worth Googling. Yeah. Let's do it.
Wow.
Shot wedding dress explosives. Just for fun.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and they heard it.
Crazy.
Oh, well, that's weird. And it's a news story. Well,
I'm
gonna try nudity. There we go. No, here it is. Texas woman celebrates divorce using explosives. They heard the explosives 15 miles away.
Wow.
Damn.
Was she wearing the dress?
This is last week. That's the blast.
Oh, a divorce.
Yeah. So,
wow.
So the guy's lucky that I think there's a lot of Carrie Underwood fans out there. I think we're onto something.
As soon as I saw that, man, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta call gay right now. I gotta send it." But you can see those pictures, can't you?
Oh yeah, it's great.
I mean, you know, I couldn't get a good shot of the hood because no matter what the angle was, you couldn't see it. But it was in there.
No, you got it. I got the hood right here. I hate you.
So you can see it.
Yeah, it says I hate you.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
I hate you. And it's pretty specific. It's not. There's no ambiguous nature about it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. She hates him, and then she proves it.
You know, and you know the point is, like, the cop shows up, so you're gonna go, "Wasn't me." What does that mean exactly?
So what do we have here?
Who do you think did this? Let me think here.
Yeah. It's a break-in.
Are you married to this girl? No, I'm not married to this girl. Okay, then we know who did this. You know, I mean, really?
He's like, yeah, we got another Carrie Underwood here. I'm so tired of Carrie Underwood.
Just put it right out in front of the bar. Yep. That's what my thought. As soon as I saw it, I go, why don't they do that? You know, we had a neighbor one time, and he had a pretty stormy love life when he was younger, but he bought Cadillacs. He was just a young guy, and he liked buying brand new Cadillacs. He had money, and he bought Cadillacs, and every Cadillac he got was keyed. Cops are always over there because there's always something different keying his car up. Well, the person that was leaving the house that night wasn't the one that was doing the keying. It was the one that wasn't in the house that was doing the keying. But I was like, oh my gosh, dude. I mean, why paint it? You know you're going to do it again. You ain't going to learn. Why paint it, you know?
That's right, man.
So, but yeah. But I looked at that. But I probably, you know, I mean, for the damage that was done, I could see that being an insurance auto auction thing. You know what I'm saying? It was too much. There was way too much damage done to that vehicle that you could just go, you know, I'll just live with it. I mean, everybody's had a car that's been keyed over the years, and you just, you know, you turn into insurance to get it painted. But when you're talking about smashing the screens for, like, well, the radio and whatever, I don't even know what that would even cost. But then all the plastics and all that, I mean, If you wanted it back the way it was new, there's no way. I could see that being a total, you know.
Well, that's...
Who knows what the headlight plastics would run.
Right. Oh,
you know,
man.
glass is one thing, but you're talking about, that was a 2-ton paint job, and you're talking total leather interior. I can't even imagine what that truck would have cost.
Right.
Brand new.
No, I was thinking that
Or
too.
what-
You know,
what was
it
involved in
is. I mean, it was pretty high quality.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing too was it wasn't like it was knife cutting. I don't know if you do all that with a key or not. I mean, it's like a scrape / knife thing.
That's what I was saying. It's not a knife.
Everything.
It's almost like it's a.
No.
To me, it's like a broken beer bottle or something.
I don't know. I mean, every stick of the interior of that thing, wherever there was leather, there was no stone unturned. She didn't miss a quarter panel. She left the glass behind the driver's seat, because those were special. That was special glass in the back too. Like they had sliders on each side, kind of a weird setup, and baseball bat treatment. One post going up the back, and then that whole front windshield, you know, untouched. But everything else, every quarter panel. I mean, it takes me back to when we were scrapping Volkswagen Beetles for the emission thing, and a lady came out and spray painted every quarter panel and etched on every piece of glass and everything. I mean, that's what it looked like. But the interior, there wasn't anything that was leather that didn't need replaced in there.
I shared
even the elbow rests on the door, on the elbow rest on the door.
Even the elbow rest. I shared a video on Facebook recently, and yeah, the neighbors saw a lady come out into the driveway. I guess she pulled up into the driveway, got out, and started beating a car with a bat. I guess it happens a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did I tell you the story? I talked to a fairground, because you know we perform in the fairgrounds. So I talked to one fairground. I forget which one it was, but they had. Oh, I know which one it was. It was one here in Ohio. I know exactly which one it was. But anyway, they had this obstacle course a few years ago, and you were supposed to have, like, you know, one of these big monster truck things, and it was a split between a demolition derby and just going out there and beating the stuffing out of a truck, you know. And this guy was like, dude, I have got this car and I want to do it. I forget what it was, some big boat of a car though. And he said, I want to do it. And they're like, no, it's just for pickup trucks. No, I'm telling you, I want to do it. And so you're going to screw it up. I don't care. I want to do it. And they said it was a really, really nice car. So after he had fussed and carried on, they finally let him go out there and just tear this car up. And he did. And they found out that he had just gone through a divorce, and she was getting the car Monday.
Oh, wow.
So he took it out on that course and just trashed it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow. So I'm like, you're all sorts of crazy stories.
Wow.
I mean,
dude.
But they said, why did you do it with the car? He said, because she gets the car on Monday. We went through a divorce. Like, ooh.
Wow.
That'd be a nice YouTube. But what happened to the car, sir?
And so there's this whole humanity behind all of what goes into car transport. But then the stories of the transport. Well, that's a show right there. You know?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's like there was that time you sent me down to go get that Jeep in Nashville. Do you remember that?
Which one?
And you said it was a Jeep, and you said it had been wrecked. And so I am sitting there, and I was kind of new in the industry, and they came over with looked like a monster hay bale wrapped in saran wrap with a spare tire on the back.
Oh, man.
And I said, what is that? And they said, oh, that's your Jeep. I'm like, that's not a Jeep, dude. That's a bale of something. I don't know what that is. And do you remember that?
No, I at this moment I don't, but I believe it.
Hey, there's 6 wheels on a Jeep. 4 that you drive on, 1 you steer with, and the one that hangs on the back for the spare. And the one on the back was the only wheel that wasn't broken. Everything else was snap. I mean, It had to be a fatality. And I called the guy that was getting that Jeep, and I said, "What do you want? The radio knobs? I'll reach in and grab them and bring them up to you. It'll be a lot less." And we negotiated about another $125 for that because it was like, he says, "I don't care if something blows off." I said, "Well, the guy with the brand new Cadillac happens to be in the position right behind. I think he's going to be really upset."
Right.
You know,
oh,
but
man.
oh yeah. And you know what? I had, thank God, on this truck, I had some of the longest ratchet straps in the world, I think. And I literally ratchet strapped from the left driver's side up over the hood, down. I went around whatever was left of the axles, ratchet strapped. I mean, it was incredible. You had to. There was nothing. There was no tires. There was only thing left.
Oh my God!
Even the steering wheel was. I'm telling you, whatever was left hanging on this thing, it didn't look like it was going to fall off. I ratchet strapped, but I'll never forget it.
Wow,
that was the craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Wow. Wow. I guess I kind of remember pieces of that. My gosh.
Oh, well, some of this, you know, when I'm standing in the dirt looking at this thing going, I have to transport this safely. It wants to leak out of every automobile orifice, you know, and I'm thinking I'm going from Nashville to where with this and why, and oh my gosh, those things just burn in your memory like, oh no, that is not a car. That's not a Jeep either.
It's like, does this guy even know what he's got?
I think they should have just crushed it the rest of the way and put beer in it. That I brought it back in on like a 6-pack. Like, here's your Jeep. There's beer inside. It's worth more. So,
there's beer inside. It's worth more.
That's what it is,
man.
It was
hilarious.
Turn it into a can.
What?
But, you know.
Well, listen, I want to.
And I'll tell you something.
Yeah, what?
One other thing I was going to tell you. You remember our one and only run out to Phoenix?
Yes, I do.
So, you know, once again, that was like rookie run there. You and I were like, I was getting my licks in. You were trying to help me out.
Well, it should have been a good run, man.
Yeah, and you got me a 1946 Chevy something or another.
Okay.
And it was green. It was rusty. We put this stuff on Facebook. The interior had alligator skinned interior with like giraffe skin seat covers.
Okay.
And then somebody put really fancy pinstriping over the rust on this thing.
Yeah.
And so we put this truck on, and I'm hauling it, and you know, in Northeast Ohio, you get rats and you get snakes and you get mice in vehicles that have been sitting there. But I'm thinking when I go to jump in to pull this out, I'm like, you know, they got different kinds of snakes in Arizona.
Right.
And now I'm going to jump in this thing and I'm going to back it off for this guy. Oh, geez. I mean, oh my gosh. We had a car one time come up, guy lifted the hood, and there was a rattlesnake laying on top of it, and it had come out of the south. I'd seen that.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, scary stuff. So.
Wow.
But anyway, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Well, we'll have to do more dispatch war stories. We'll have to create another segment.
Well, as I see the unique things, I will definitely send those.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. Thanks for sharing the Carrie Underwood special. That was amazing.
Exactly. Well, take care. Have a great night and a great show.
Thanks, man, and happy Thanksgiving to you, man.
Same to you. We're heading down to San Antonio, so
awesome.
It ought to be fun.
Awesome. Well, enjoy your week. Thanks
Take care.
Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, dude. Thank you for your stamina and patience this evening. It was fun, man. We've never done this exactly. I mean, this was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
I'm gonna bring me a couple beers next time.
Exactly, dude. I mean, it is. It's such a long show. Anybody still hanging in there? Man, I appreciate your patience and stamina. So I'll tell you what, Dave, I'm going to wrap this up. Here, man, this ELD Kool-Aid, right?
All right.
Never drink Kool-Aid this late, but I do on this show. So listen, man, Dave, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's talk after the holidays, okay? And
sure.
All right, let's do and have a.
I hope you enjoy your turkey day, man. God bless you.
Man, God bless you too, man. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
We will, brother. And to all your listeners out there, y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
All right.
Stay safe. Don't drink and drive.
That's right, man. We don't need that. That's right. Stay home, eat turkey, and hang out.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, cool.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
That sounds like
Sleep.
That's what I'm going to do. All right, man.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, buddy. Thank you so much. Peace. All right. So I end the meeting and I close the thing and then I bring my picture. Oh, here, let me do this. Hang on one second, you guys. Let's do this. Let's do... Okay, you see that screen there? Okay, there we go. Hey, so I'm back. All right, guys. So listen, this was, man, I really thought this would be a shorter show. You know, when I started out tonight, I said, oh, it's going to be a little shorter, may only go a couple hours. And then there it is. It's another 3-hour show. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was informational. That you know that, of course, I am here every Tuesday night. And I'm live at 8 o'clock Central Time. You guys know that too. You know that if you need transport business coaching, you know you can reach out to me, autotransportintel@gmail.com. You know that if you know people that want to be interviewed on the show or maybe want to be a part of the Auto Transport Intel Network, also autotransportintel@gmail.com. And, of course, once a month and maybe twice a month, we're going to do Trucking Business Freedom. That's with me and Mark at Trucking Answers. Also have some other folks on the show. I know that Sam Farr at Pelican Trucking Insurance really wants to do that show again, at least in December and maybe more on a regular basis. So we'll let you know on that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, of course. And you know that I'm about to start up this car hauler again. I do appreciate you tuning in every Tuesday night. I love you guys being here in the live chat. I really appreciate that. It's a big part of the show. So here comes the car hauler. Be sure to join in next Tuesday night. And please have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. It's a great holiday. So it's a great time to bond with family and rekindle your roots. So please do that. And go crazy, man. Eat a lot, and then sleep a lot, and then do it again, rinse and repeat. And
what's going on, Jay?
This is not the right video. And so do that for me. Here we go. I got the right video. Cranking up the car hauler. You guys have a great week. Thank you so much. Peace. Later.